questlings, to the land of Mortera, and the story of a group of adventurers who journey through this world of unstable magic, undiscovered secrets, and unending adventure. Follow us on our grand quests for peace, love, battle, riches, and prestige.
Last week, correct me if I'm wrong, but you all started off in the tavern, and where did we start off last time?
Well, we kind of just came back from the side quest and gathered, and then
we took a
we went shopping.
Yeah.
We talked to the diplomacy corps, and they gave us the idea about where we were going.
Yeah, we started heading towards
and then we left for the town.
Yeah, we were looking for the antidote for
Yep. So
yeah, we saw.
Yeah, I was just trying. So yeah, you basically started off in the tavern, had your breakfast and all that shit. Met with Clementine. Oh, we started off with the note from Clementine.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yep.
So yeah, the party received a note from Clementine, the apothecary, the local apothecary in Saltport. Telling you that she had more information about the moonbush, a very rare plant, and it came to be known that ink seems to have been created with the knowledge that the moonbush is an antidote, and on top of that it is an extremely difficult antidote to find. Also, Waka, you were told that there was a very unique sort of like artificer magic that kind of went along with it as well. It wasn't just pure like wizardy sorcery magic. From there, the party just like purchased a bunch of rations and all the shit that they needed. You all went on your way. You traveled from Saltport to Tavani. Again, Tavani is a Mont Bailey. There were just like a lot of artisans, people like that there. People got some facials. Yeah,
that was fun.
It was like
There was a weird kind of like culty feeling from the place.
No, I did.
Or at least that's what I got from that place.
Really?
Yeah, I got a bunch of mud from this place. I was gonna share it.
You got the Cowlin mud.
Mostly from Clement.
Pan flute, and that was the best shit ever.
Clementine's sister.
What was Clementine's sister again? Mandarin.
Clementine.
I'm gonna grab one of these.
I'm just thinking of small orange names.
Funkin bought some origami, like magical origami papers.
Oh, it was a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, the pyramid scheme. Yeah, the Mandarin's pyramid scheme.
Funkin also had a mental breakdown over the cutting trees.
Oh yeah,
the
you almost
funniest
burnt it
fucking
down. From there, you all left, and midway between Tavani and Mitten's Cross, you all met
This
the
guy with
guy
the
who
red
tried to rip
voice.
you off. Well,
Bucky the shady guy.
Bucky, yeah. The shady shells man that you all just ripped off. Like, poor Bucky. I'll say it was taking none of that shit.
When I wrote his name down, I tried so hard to find something that rhymed with Bucky. That was also
Bucky is sucky.
Bucky the unlucky.
Bucky the unlucky.
This is the face.
This is why I don't play
Mr.
Beastie
Bucky.
Raps either.
So, yeah, you all
only game I'm good at.
made off like bandits
Terrible.
against Mr. Yucky Bucky there. And,
Yucky Bucky, Yucky Vicky. Does he have a sister named Yucky Vicky? Because I'm gonna lose my mind.
and
I'm crossing out Bucky the shady guy and writing Yucky Bucky.
Yucky Bucky the unlucky.
Oh! Yeet. Don't let me say yeet.
And then
Too late.
You made it to Mitten's
this
Cross.
work
Mitten's Cross was full, like to the brim. It was a magical place. People were coming in preparation for the month-long Midsummer's Festival for the month of Kythorn. Kythorn is June, basically, so it's like we're right in the middle of the summer, folks.
Oh, can you send a list of all the months then?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, hell yeah.
But their standard in,
Every month is 30 days.
well, that and the names are. He's not making them up for this world.
Okay.
These are the D&D universe.
Yeah,
They're the players.
Yeah, in the
everything
PhD.
about like this area and their days of the week and their months and stuff. I want to know all of that shit. So just send me like a link to where I can read it all.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
I'll just consume it.
So from there, everything was going buck wild. People were drunk and crazy and fun, and there wasn't much room in Mittens Cross, so you had to go like all the way into the middle where the Mittens Cross fight pits were. That we learned is a place where it is impossible to die because of necrotic magic. You spent the night at the
Mittens and Inns with
Mittens.
Vera. Vera's very hard of hearing.
Oh yeah, the Yelly McYellerson.
I thought it was because it was just very loud.
Well, yeah, she's gone deaf over the years.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
She's every nice old lady I've ever met at Publix.
Then from there you left Mittens Cross and you stopped by Redwood, that tiny mill town, the lumber mill, and you stayed at the Wood Inn.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And,
Isaac. His name is Isaac.
Isaac.
That guy can win an award.
I had like 9 different voices for
You
him
did.
throughout the.
I know,
Because
but
He
he
chose a Maine
I was like, I
accent.
will do Maine, but I just couldn't stick to Maine. But he has a Maine accent.
he just felt he was very weird. I liked him.
And he had basically a museum of
I
wood
bought some
carving.
cedar.
Yeah. And that
Would you like to see my cedar?
My
Oh,
favorite
is it
place
like
in
an
the
old
world.
Greg accent? Because that can.
Kinda, yeah.
I like wood.
Yes, and then
Gosh, speaking of Isaac.
An episode dedicated to wood and facials, y'all.
from there, Jesus, disgusting.
I'm just stating
Cut
what
this
it's
from the
about.
That sounded uncomfortably sexual.
I mean, is that really against Ash's track record?
No, it's not.
Stop, you're gonna send the SJWs after us.
Oh, get out. Go home to your home planet.
Finally, from the Wood Inn in Redwood, you all headed straight into the Highland Forest, which is notoriously dangerous and full of frightening monsters.
Ooh, you cannot sleep yet, monster dust.
You continued for a while until you came upon a shimmering pond that had a light green glow to it. Max got into it, this inky blackness came out of him, and he went unconscious. And like this demon creature flew up out of him and disappeared.
You know, regular Tuesday.
And then you all, and he's just unconscious right now.
Ooh.
You all dragged him back into the campsite where a dryad, like a female dryad with hair of leaves and dress also of leaves, was going through everybody's shit. And at the same time, Wako was over there poking his finger into the pond and seeing a little bit of inky blackness.
Blackout credits.
So I think we're gonna start here, and obviously we don't have Timus tonight. So Timus is here with you all, like in game, just very quiet, and like we'll roll for Timus for like combat shit.
Can someone take a photo of the doll?
You could always do
Send
the
it to him. This is
do the classic D&D trope where she gets separated and has to fight other things until the ended battle and then meets back
I
up
would
with
much
later.
prefer that.
Yeah, don't roll for her.
Yeah, okay. That'll save me a lot of time.
She'll watch camp or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Honestly, the classic NPC thing is when a group of monsters, you hear a thing in the woods, and Timus runs off to go take care of it, and then you guys fight.
and then like, oh, the fight's
She
over.
comes back all tattered.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Or she like, oh, where did she go? I don't know. We'll meet up with her next week. She finds her way back to us. But
So that
yeah,
happens.
that's the trope.
Any number of those things. And then, we'll kind of start it off.
Choose your adventure. Yeah, exactly. T ain't there though.
So the camera kind of like picks up where it left off, breaking through the bushes, and we see Vestrin, Funkin, and Althea dragging an unconscious Max into the campsite where a dryad is digging through all of your stuff. We'll pick it up from here.
Hello, T! T, where are you? Someone's going through your stuff! T! T! No, I'm not saying there's T! I'm saying, where's T?
Are you done?
Yes.
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Okay.
I'm asleep.
Just me making eye contact with the dryad and being like,
Hello there. My name is fucking Donuts.
Oi!
Who are you?
Oh, no! What is going on?
Isn't that a name? Are these your things?
Well,
Yes.
yes.
Quite. Not
Uh,
yours.
Well, here's the problem.
But this is my forest. What are you doing here?
Okay, well, we didn't know. Look, our friend is hurt, and another friend is missing, and, Walker!
You hear in the distance. Whoa!
Okay, I'm sorry that we're in your forest. I'm sorry that we left our stuff here, and that obviously you don't
Yes,
want us here.
yes,
That's the problem. But listen, our friend
yes,
is.
Do you want to slow down for just like 5 seconds?
Our friend is almost dead and we're not sure what to do about it.
What he said. That was a coherent sentence. I'm so proud of you.
Oh boy, your friend.
I'm sorry, we're just travelers. We're just passing through. We need to get something
What?
from the mountains.
What are you trying to?
I start sauntering up. Hello, nice to meet you.
Waka Waka, this is the elf that
Okay,
owns
listen.
these
I
woods.
still don't
giant.
know what you all are doing here.
All right, I'm sorry. All right, let me explain. But really, our friend is unconscious, and if you have any way to help, please help us. I don't know where.
Also,
Okay,
if you could
so why would I do that?
Because we're here. There's a moonbush in.
Yeah,
Cordifolia,
quick question.
okay?
Yeah, moonbush. There's people.
Wow, why did it take me 15 minutes to actually
Yeah.
say that?
I would have opened up with that.
Right, I'm
Forgot
sorry. I
what we were
freaked out.
looking for.
Okay, so
I
we're
pat
looking for moonbush.
Funkin on the head or on the shoulder because I'm safe.
You know, and she goes and sits down on top of one of your bags. Like she just goes and takes a seat, crosses her little tree limb legs, and goes, "Oh, you're all very cute.
No,
I've decided that I'm gonna humor you.
Then humor me and get off of my bag.
Althea, please. We don't have time.
So why don't you tell me exactly what it is you need and how I can possibly help?
All right.
Okay, so
There's,
there are
but you
people
see
at our hometown. There's people at our hometown that are kind of using tattoos,
There's this drug.
poison. The moonbush is the only antidote.
Antidote
To
to...
boil it all down, we're looking for the moonbush, and it'd be quite helpful if you would
Help us look
tell us
forward
where
to
it is or
where
help
it
us
is.
look for it.
So, other than the fact that it would help you, why would I do this?
Well, there's sort of an epidemic of drug addiction happening. Okay.
I'm still not seeing what's in it for me.
Hey, is there anything in it for you? We're kind of a couple of rowdy people who can hurt things
well-
if they're hurting you.
I mean, yeah. If you wake a friend up, he'll probably beat up one of your enemies. No, he won't. He's too
I
nice.
can beat up my own enemies.
I'm sure you can.
The city is starting to push out all these vagrants, and so they're going to come to your forest.
And when
Down
we-
your trees!
If you don't tell us where the moonbush is, I will burn the forest.
No, Althea, please. Oh, God's sake.
Okay, now.
Burn!
No, not an enticing deal.
Please,
at
please,
all.
pay attention.
First
She's
of
always
all,
been confident.
she's very surly.
You're all very disorganized. I just have
Yeah,
to say.
I'm really sorry. Well, this is what happened when Max is passed out. We just kind of crumbled.
He's kind of a leader.
Oh, okay. Listen.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, just we need help. We just need help finding the moonbush,
That's really
and then we can leave the forest and leave you alone.
Otherwise, we probably
God.
can't.
Well, you know what?
The most charismatic person here is technically Vestrin.
Yes. And I also have an anxiety disorder, so.
I'm 10 charisma.
Right, listen.
1 charisma.
Alright,
Ten-
no, you listen. I'm bored. And you have all provided me with more entertainment in the last 2.5 minutes than I've had probably in the last 5
Well,
years.
I am a
I
generous
find
woman.
your troubles hilarious. So,
Thanks.
I'll help. I know where the moonbush is. I know how to get there. I know how to get it. All very easy things for me.
Okay, that's great. Do you want money? Like, we could give you money. Is that
She said she would help
I'm
you.
a fucking tree!
oh, fair?
Now,
know
quick
you
question.
need
What is your name?
That would be a great place to start, Destrin. Why didn't you start there?
My name is Cordifolia.
Cordifolia. That's
Yes.
beautiful.
Isn't that a type of mushroom?
It is beautiful.
Is it?
No,
It's a type
it is me,
Well-
a tree person,
Right.
a dryad.
We're the Salt Spire 6.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well,
We finally got our introductions after 2.5 minutes.
Is
I'm
that
really sorry.
exactly what we talked about?
Yes.
I guess.
It is now.
So shall we get going to the moonbush, or do you mortals need
No.
rest?
Yeah, I would.
well,
we,
what we need first is our friend is passed out, and
We're missing another
Can I
thing.
like
Yes,
smack him?
he's
Can I
adorable.
smack him real
No.
good?
Totally, yeah.
not in a
yeah.
good way.
Well, we had like a super high, like a 23 medicine check from Funky
Yeah.
last
So,
time.
yeah, we know that he's fine.
He's gonna be out for the night.
Okay.
And it's remember it's about twilight.
Okay.
So it's getting late, and you're just in the middle of the woods.
well then I suppose if he's gonna be all right, I suppose we can just rest for the
yeah.
night, and then as soon as you're
Yeah, we can
able
get started at
morning-
the crack of dawn if
Yeah.
it's all right with you, and then.
Let's see, tomorrow. No, I'm not doing anything. Yeah, we can do this.
Can I ask, what do tree people do, like as hobbies? Because you can't really. I mean, you're always outside, so do you just like you don't go outside?
Well, we all know they can't leave.
Get the fuck out!
All right, first pun of the night.
You take 20,000 points psychic
Get
damage.
inspiration if you don't have it already. Good pun. All right.
I would have said the pun.
Well, I'm friends with my fellow plants and my fellow beasts. We talk and we laugh and we play.
Well,
It's a good life. I have a fantastic life.
that does sound actually
And
very peaceful.
when hopeless wanderers like you find themselves in my forest, I
But
entertain myself with your presence as
Well-
much as I can stand.
I hope that you don't mind the night's stay, and I really am sorry that we just.
As long as you don't actually try to burn my forest down. And she gives like a very intense stare at Althea.
Althea just stares back. Just
Uh,
blank.
Well, my dear, she just has a fiery personality, not really anything. It's not really anything to worry about.
Right, well watch your flames.
I will.
I'll see
And
you
so
at
will you.
dawn.
Right. See you at dawn. Oh, jeez.
I don't
And she
know.
walks off into the darkness, just giggling, just like.
What's going on? I'm stumped.
I don't trust her.
Yeah.
Oh, the stump thing.
I'm stumped.
You know,
There's a dryad. Yeah, can I roll to see if I know anything about dryads?
Totally. Everyone go and you can give me I guess history. I guess history would be best. If you want to give me a nature instead, you can try
oh
it.
man. That's a 6.
Cool.
Actually, nope, still 6.
That is a 16.
16. Okay,
A
yeah.
natural 20.
Oh.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
You didn't roll.
I did.
Where?
Did you say unnatural 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I heard
modified
natural 20.
Oh, no, I
I
don't.
heard,
Yeah.
With a 16,
20.
yeah, you know of the Feywilds, right? That's kind of like where elves were initially born, and creatures like pixies and satyrs and stuff like that are from there. Dryads are amongst them. They're very unique Fey creatures. They live different lives. They're on a different kind of like mental zone than the creatures of the material plane.
Ultra hippies.
You in particular, Funkin, you know that they are kind of like fun-loving creatures, right? You've heard of maybe like you studied dryads in particular, or some of this nature when you're studying Fey creatures. But yeah, you know that they are not won over by like money and things of that nature. They're more won over by like unique experiences or unique items, right? Things that like a bent fork, you know, like think Ariel, you know, is just like fascinated by stupid knickknacks. Yeah, dryads are fascinated by stupid things that humans would chuckle at or stomp.
Or stupid things that humans do.
Okay. Are you going to relay any of that to us? Because Vestron would love to know. Vestron used to read a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just talked about everything.
Yeah, and I like add in where I can, so to get a complete picture going.
Right. So, okay. So she's not in any trouble then. We can trust her.
She may be a little bit of trouble.
Like mischief trouble, but not
Yeah.
like trouble. Okay.
Yeah.
I say we
That's
follow,
relieving.
but keep a wary eye. Be ready for
That's very sound advice.
I mean, we're in a forest. I would hope that we're all kind of wary anyway.
Yeah.
This is her territory.
Especially knowing
Now,
that something
can
knocked
somebody
out
of you
our biggest
guys,
guy.
one of you guys, attach a rope to me real quick?
Sure. Thieves' tools. Oh.
He busts out your thieves'
You don't need
tools.
thieves' tools to tie a knot.
It's a very
Why the fuck
specific
not?
knot.
It's
All right.
It's a hydra knot.
And then, like, I just say, here you go, and I hold on to this, and follow me real quick.
Okay.
And then I go up to the lake, and then just like, remember that thing that happened to Max?
How could I forget?
And then I jump into the water.
You son of a bitch!
in the like slight shimmering emerald green like light from this, the sun is basically down now, so it's really just like light coming from this pond. You just see the shadow of Waka's face and sploosh. So go ahead, give me a Constitution saving throw. Let's.
Nat one.
As you sploosh and all this inky blackness comes off of you.
That is in Constitution 21.
Whoa, nice! So you don't fall unconscious, but you experience this searing pain from like every fucking pore in your body. It hurts immensely.
Okay.
It's like icy hot, but all at the same time. You know, it's
In your eyeball.
yeah, all over the place.
Vicks vapor rub all over your skin.
And you kind of go under the water, and like we see this short scene of Waka opening his mouth in pain and bubbles coming out. And from above the water, Vestron, the inkiness, you kind of like pull the rope taut, and the inkiness comes up off of him as if he was covered in mud and he jumped in the water, and then it all coalesces and becomes this like demon, the shadow demon, the same you saw from Max. It rises up, opens its mouth in rage, and then dissipates into the darkness.
It's actually apropos that we have that doll here, because wasn't that the episode where she ends up getting killed by the big oil?
That's a different character.
Different person.
Oh, that's
You're thinking of
Natasha
Yar.
Yar.
Almost apropos.
There are four lights.
She's a Borg who came
All
back
right.
inside Voyager.
And then I guess I guess I'm dragged out.
Are you alright? You look alright.
Oh, it feels like I got sunburned really bad everywhere.
Oh, you're
everywhere.
Oh, I'm okay. Come here. Let me.
Don't touch me.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
Okay.
I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
And then I don't move. I do this,
Hit by Jerry Ryan.
and then just waddle, and then I just gently.
lay it down like a piece
I don't
of
even
paper.
wrap myself. I just kind of lay there. It's like nobody touch me.
Yeah, and I think you hear a slight laugh, and way up in the distance, up at the very end of your dark vision in a tree is the dryad, just kicking her feet, watching this.
Oh, too good.
And Waka just kind of rolls over and passes out.
What were you thinking?
He's passed out, my dear. So is alright. I think we all need to just go to sleep. I've had a stressful day, and I basically gave word salad to that poor dryad. So
Wait, we're not sleeping here, are we?
well, I
We
mean,
can't distract our bodies.
we've got to
God.
just gotta lay our bedrolls out and.
I've never slept in the woods before.
You haven't?
It will be
What the hell kind of cleric are you?
That's not true.
I feel like you've done it with us before.
You guys did it on the
Yeah,
way here.
like
On the salt mines, like we slept in the woods many times.
Vulcan equals liar.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Maybe this is the first time he's consciously noticed that he's in the woods.
I've done this before.
up until this point, he's just been like in the ether.
It's just kind of
just
like
existing as
he just noticed bedroll and it was like sleep time, and then
Fuck.
Okay, well, Funkin is a 2-person tent, so who wants to be my bunkmate?
I'm
Wonka's the go-to.
yeah. I guess I'm already in there. I guess.
Bunkin' with Funkin'.
Bunkin' with
Funkin'.
Funkin'.
Right.
Which means
That's gonna be the spin-off, right?
Yeah.
Which means the two of you are the only
Mortera.
ones that sleep under the quilt of warm comfort.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Actually, no, not me. Because as soon as he tries to wrap it over me, I'm like, oh no,
Okay, alright, well, who ends up bunking with Funkin' for the quilt of warm comfort?
I will. 'Cause- Oh,
Okay, yeah,
You can both squeeze
you
in.
could uncomfortably shove 3 in there.
cool.
Yeah, no worries.
Shield.
That was more.
Shield of warm Shelford.
Shield.
Never mind.
Cool, alright, so we'll have Funkin' off the investor and roll the d6 to get your bonus.
Well, I like your
And-
D6. Like your D6. Oh, that's a total of 6.
Nice, add your 6 to your temporary HP, just have a 6 there. And that should be empty.
I should have
right now.
6 last time, so I don't have to.
Cool, just leave it, yeah. And for the first time since the Saltport Salt Mines, neither Max nor Waka shall be making a Constitution saving throw for the
You are free.
Feywild Pond in the forest has blessed you and removed your
Holy
Salt Spire
shit.
curse. However, both of you do have one last semi-restless night, and it's a very similar dream, except obviously you're Max in your dream and you're Waka in your dream.
Can I try to mark on a map where this spring is?
Yeah. Give me
I guess in the
survival.
morning.
Yeah, you can do it, but we'll get a survival in the morning.
Do you have a map or a parchment?
I have maps for everything.
Okay.
You're so
He's
cute.
got- I mean, he's an artificer. So
Best
right.
characters in the whole universe.
Max and Waka, you go to sleep, and yeah,
Sort of.
Max is already way out.
You binced asleep.
Instead of having the normal dream that you have, where you wake up and you're like being called to by a certain sickness, or like you can't sleep because you're sweating all night. This time it's different. It's dark. There's the dripping of water in a cave, and suddenly before you, the salt spire ignites itself in this pale green light. It burns for a moment, and you're standing there looking at yourself in the mirror. Again, a zombified version of yourself. And this light blue tentacle slaps out of it and kind of like sinks into your heart, and just kind of like goes into your body and tightens its grip on you, and kind of solidifies. And you struggle and you pull against it, and you pull and you pull. And the pain is starting to swell in your forehead, right in the front of your head, and suddenly it snaps, and there's like a flash, and just like you remember, the salt spire kind of like shatters a bit and falls over, and the light goes out, and your heartbeat that was really fast slows down, and the light kind of fades, and everything goes quiet, and you sleep very soundly.
We beat the Salt Spire out here, but we didn't beat the Salt Spire in here.
There's a salt spire inside all of us, but especially you guys.
And then everybody wakes up the next morning. And Waka, you give me that survival check. You try to scroll down whereabouts this might be.
Ooh, that is an 18.
Okay, you do it with 85% certainty that you could probably find at least the general area again.
No, it's completely all percentages.
Yeah, and guys, Max isn't dead. Max woke up. Hooray.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
Hey, how are you feeling?
what happened?
What do you remember?
I went into the pond and then
Yeah, that's about it. You went into the pond.
No.
Something black and inky.
oh yeah, I
wrapped
saw it
around
starting
you.
to.
Yeah, and I don't know. You
I just
kind
remember a
of survived.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, yeah,
A
great.
lot of pain.
Yeah, it seemed like Walker went and tried to get in there too, and he didn't pass out. Which, bloody hell, if I know how.
Is he okay?
He's fine. I think. But he seemed to be in a lot of pain, and then he went to sleep. So I can't imagine how it must have felt.
Weirdly, I feel great.
You do?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Maybe I should.
I mean,
take a
just
bath, right?
like exhausted, but great.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
and the three of you noticed that Waka and Funkin, like, oh no, I did it.
You
Waka
did it with
and
Max
yeah.
and fucking this
Waka
guy.
and Max. I just would
If
not
they
make
usually
it.
have bags under their eyes, they don't.
He
need
just
Yeah.
wants to say pumpkin.
I do, I love it.
time.
For the first time
Keep funking it up,
in
Zach.
almost a month, they look healthy.
Well rested.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and vibrant.
Like before I tried to pinpoint the area on the map. Like I was kind of like doing this, like
It's
just
a
chilling.
beautiful morning.
You sunbathing in the. Oh, you're a little lizard. Aside from that,
Yeah.
so as we were returning to camp, as we were returning to camp, a dryad was among our things. Apparently, this is her forest, or so she says. So he's rolling to see if he knows what a dryad is.
What's a dryad?
The way Funkin explained it, basically,
You hear her laughter.
What?
there she is.
Hello?
Like
You
a,
look up and you see her. You know, like the silk people do, like the silk thing where they go up in the air and like you just see that, but it's vines, and she's like coming down in a spiral, and there's like dew coming off of her. The sun is hitting her just right,
And she's laughing the whole way down.
and then like she gets right above Max, and then she has like a banana leaf that she turns, and a bunch of water just splashes down onto his head and covers him with warmth.
Oops.
No, if I was any other character than Waka, I'd probably be like, there'd probably be a strange attraction
Well, that
to
was
that.
there is definitely a strange attraction to that over here.
And she's floating like 7 feet in the air on this vine.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good more.
Aren't you all just adorable?
Oh, thank you. You're kind of cute, I guess.
What's breakfast today?
Oh dear.
What?
Oh, kitty.
She's a dryad.
Are you all ready
Kitty?
to be going?
Are we eating
To the
cat
sunburn?
today?
No, we have rations.
Why would you do that?
Funkin, eat your rations.
We're just gonna eat breakfast, otherwise Funkin will have a temper
I
tantrum.
bought some
Hey,
sandwiches. Would you like a sandwich?
Where's Tina's?
Yeah. I don't know, and I'm really worried.
Nobody knows.
She wandered off again.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think probably she got a letter or something. I don't know. Like she's always doing stuff.
I think she
Yeah,
went to
I'm sure she'll find
investigate
us
like a
again.
noise in the forest, and then like just kind of like didn't come back.
She's okay though, right? She can take care of
Yeah,
herself.
Timus isn't tough.
Yeah, I think you look over and you see like into a thick oak tree. It's carved like, "Gone, be back, tea."
Oh,
You
well,
you read it in her voice.
there's that. That explains that.
What a woman.
If we can get like a recording of Hannah,
Gone, be back. Like just a bunch of different bites.
Tea.
Right.
There's also like a dead rabbit just like on an arrow that's hanging, and you're like she just
Oh.
like left it there for you. She
Breakfast.
caught it in the morning.
Oh, that's a little morbid. All right. I'll.
Cook it.
Yeah. Let's cook breakfast and
and then we have
Cordifolia?
a lady to lead us to the moonbush.
Oh, she knows
Yeah.
the.
So that's what I was trying to get at. Was she was looking through our stuff. I panicked because that's what I do best, and she basically explained that she knows where the moonbush is and she'll take us there because we're funny. Like, I guess seeing us in absolute distress.
Mostly
because
because we're mortal beings.
Yeah, she's so dryads, as far as I'm
Not mortal?
No, it's like she's like a fairy.
Oh, like
similar
like
to a fairy.
Okay.
Yeah, fae, whatever.
Gotcha.
Kind of like like Sasha.
Yeah. So basically,
Right.
we'll be leaving soon. How do you like your rabbit?
Cool.
Alive and kissing me.
Well, in a perfect.
It's too late for
Hold
that.
on.
In a perfect world, men like me wouldn't exist.
It's just like this sad spit turning, and it's just awful. And I'm just sitting there cranking it.
Throughout. So
I only use it for. Yeah, there's 50,000 of them. Stay hydrated, boo.
It's like sparkling water
I
haunted
wish
by the
sparkling
ghost
water
of a
actually
dead
sparkled.
orange.
Right? I love it.
Yeah, right.
Cordifolia, you all have your rabbit.
It's like
We
the
fucking
British
do fun.
version of soda.
It's like somebody burped
Tasteless.
after eating an orange
By
in
the
your water.
ghost of a dead orange.
I love that description.
Somebody.
I've heard the ones where they're like someone ate an orange and then burped into a vat of sparkling
Well,
water.
I sure
But
said
like
that just
Haunted
now.
by the ghost.
Haunted
That's a
by the
good one.
ghost.
Much
of
better.
dead orange.
I enjoyed that.
Sparkling water, haunted by the ghost of the fruit, it's named.
That's
It's
great.
flavored with.
The ghost
Okay.
of
That's
orange.
LaCroix.
Anyways, yeah, Cordifolia, like you all eat your rabbit and your funkin' sandwiches, and you all kind of just gather up your gear, put out your fire.
These men are dying.
Fucking made sandwiches.
I know, but I mean,
I asked if you wanted one. You did not respond.
no, but it was just really funny because it just feels like we're eating a sandwich. He just sliced up some
Like you're eating funkin' between two
She's
pieces
got
of
like
bread.
his thumb in it. No, it's just a sandwich brought.
Oh, so
Is it
many
whole grain bread or white bread?
Oh, it's whole
ways to
grain.
misunderstand.
You know it did.
Potato rolls.
It's
This sandwich,
Potato
Fried is
skins.
King's Hawaiian rolls, the best bread.
the sandwich is funkin' delicious. I have to admit.
So,
Wow.
the sandwich is made of potato skins.
All right, I'm leaving whether you're coming or not.
All right, so
And she
yeah,
starts heading north.
I pack up everything.
Yeah, y'all better pack up quick because she's going.
Warren, I will never eat that sandwich in a million years. That sounds disgusting.
What sandwich did you make? What's in it?
Potato skins.
That's it.
Yeah. No.
It's
That's
just, it's just a bunch of potato skins rolled up.
So, potato skins, mustard, butter, I don't know, what's avocado or something, and then
Pickle.
This is just a fat and potato sandwich. Okay.
I put some rabbit meat in there.
Nice. Right.
Keto
Rabbit
sandwich.
meat.
It's gluten free.
Up there
So-
found some nuts and berries. And she's just
Oh, nice.
snacking. Lots of water.
Right. So
Snacky snacks.
I'm crying about that.
I really need to work on being able to talk to people.
yeah.
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 You kind of have like the best.
Like when I'm in the zone, I'm really
Yeah.
good at that.
You seem nice enough. You just get caught
Yeah.
up in your words.
I do. Partly it's because
You're the most presentable out of all of us.
really, thank you.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
Because he's kind of like 16, and I'm kind of a lizard man, and he's good.
He's a special.
I think of myself as a kind of diplomat.
Althea.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know.
It's good to have thoughts.
I'm working on it. It's just been like a thing for me since I was a kid. For fuck's sake, yo.
Alright. And we follow, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
Cordifolia.
yeah, so you're following her, and she's kind of just pushing through some branches and humming along the way. Going,
How far do you think it is?
There's a left and a right.
Yeah,
and another
Miss,
left,
what
and
did
then
we get
go
a-
straight
Cordifolia.
for a while, and then
Co-
we go
what?
right.
Cordifolia.
And then we go
Cordifolia?
Cordifolia.
left, and then
My
we go
dear,
straight for a while.
Cordifolia.
What?
How long do you think it'll be? Just wondering, just curious.
Oh, anywhere between 2 hours and 17 days.
Sorry.
Alright then.
Just depends on the path we take.
It is changed.
Okay,
The
well,
shorter one
if
would
you
be
could-
better.
If you could pick the shorter path, actually, that would be great.
Sure. And she winks at you.
Because we only have rations for, like...
And for.
Oh, you're all so sick.
A couple of days.
I guess I have to erase a ration.
Aw.
I could have sworn we passed by that rock twice already.
Maybe.
My dear.
You definitely passed by that rock
Yeah.
before.
What, you an Uber driver?
Hey, I don't know that. It just looks like a rock.
It's a couple hours of like every once in a while you'll pass something you've already passed and then you continue on. It seems like she's just kind of like meandering and enjoying herself and like laughing about the eccentricities of you like silly material plane creatures.
Silly boy.
And at one point in particular, you walk out into kind of an open glade. The trees slow down a little bit. It becomes more bushes, things of that nature. Except for this one gigantic fucking tree. Like, imagine a cul-de-sac. And like that is the size of a trunk.
Holy
like
shit.
the trunk of this tree.
It's
And
the
it
tree
goes
of life
up,
at Animal
and it
Kingdom.
just stretches in every way. And she kind of brings you like through the bushes, out underneath this tree, and like right up to the trunk of it. And she's just kind of like bringing you right around like 10 feet off from the trunk of it.
Holy hell.
Massive tree.
Yeah, is this...
Can I mark the tree down on the map?
Good
Absolutely.
idea.
Give me a survival.
Yeah, he's not very bright.
Ooh,
but he's
that one
nice.
was a 19.
The tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, with 90.
I see. So,
Yeah, he's kind of.
No, with 89% certainty, you can find it.
So you can actually, like, you communicate with trees. You can hear...
Oh
their
my
thinking.
god! Were you not listening to me yesterday
Well,
when you asked what I do with my time?
Sorry, yes,
I said I
was.
talk to the plants and the beasts.
Right. Well, that's really cool. And I wish I could do that. So, props to you for that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of things. that
Hey,
I think
back in town, we heard that there were some strange things guarding the moonbush and
Moonbush, yeah.
moonbush. And I was just like wondering, would you know of anything since this is kind of your forest?
Oh, well, yeah, there are a few creatures here and there that like to hang out by it. I don't know if
Friends?
you've heard, but it's well, they're all my friends out here. Everyone loves me. I mean, how could you not?
Yeah, and around that time, her face changes a little bit. And then she like throws up her hand and it turns into a long vine and she like pulls herself up into the tree. As you guys hear this loud crashing coming like through the treetops. Through the treetop, like through the limbs. What is everyone's passive perception?
12.
It's 10 plus your perception score. Whatever your perception score is.
13.
13, 12, 15. Okay, not quite.
Yeah, yours would be 10.
Just 10?
Just 10.
Do you have plus anything to your perception? If not, it's just 10.
Nope, I got a flat... It's...
Okay.
No, it should be 11.
Yeah, our
11?
passive perception wouldn't be too high nowadays.
Or no,
No.
it's 10.
It's 10, it's 10.
Okay, yeah. Like if you have plus 3 to perception, it's 13, etc.,
I
etc.
keep
I
forgetting it's
should learn
wisdom
how to
on
play
top.
this fucking game that I play.
15.
Okay, we have 15. So nobody saw it, but this gigantic fucking creature is just like falling out of the trees. It kind of looks like this up here.
Oh, good.
Like this big
Oh.
thing made of like vines and flowers and
Oh.
like parts of the tree, bark and branches.
No. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll to see who it lands on.
Yay.
Vestrin, make a dex
Oh,
save.
god damn it.
Hey, remember, you have evasion?
No.
No.
Not at level 4.
Not yet.
Fuck you, man. Dexterity?
Yeah, that's to take half on a fail
With
and
disadvantage
none on a
because you
pass.
didn't see it coming.
Oh.
That's
I
level,
rolled a d6 and got a 1. I don't know what.
I think evasion's level 5.
I want you to not kill Vesprin for once, you sadistic fuck.
7.
With disadvantage?
Yes.
So, okay. Alright, so this shambling mound of vines and greenery and grass
It's called a shamble.
So you all are standing there, in a second.
I'm a fucking
The dryad just slips up out of the way like Spider-Man, and this mound just plummets onto.
It's a trap!
And
Why?
2 attacks are being made against you
Good.
with advantage.
Good fucking great.
You're unable to roll out of the way. What is your AC?
15.
Okay, alright, here we go. It tries to slam you. The first attack is a 14 with advantage.
Woo!
So I missed by 1. But the I got a natural 19 and a natural 20. So with advantage you get credited.
Do you have mine?
Literally in front.
Oh, fuck you.
So you get super critted.
I hate
Jesus
you.
Christ, you get fucked up. Here we go.
Bye-bye, Vesprin. It's been great.
Who knows? Maybe he'll roll all ones.
You take 16 damage. So first of all, take the 6 away for your quill,
Yep.
and then you take 10 damage from your current.
So 21 plus 6 minus 16 is a number.
What? No, just
Well, just-
21 minus 10.
You right. 21 minus 10 is 11.
It should be
Yeah, so-
27, not 21.
So again, make sure you don't erase.
Because
That's
you're
not a
temporary
21.
HP.
That's not a 21.
That's a 27.
That's a
You
27.
weren't 21.
Yeah,
you were 24 before
yeah, you were
last
27.
level.
You got.
I'm not good at remembering. Okay.
I think
I'm gonna
you-
write more shit down.
Literally, you
Yeah.
never
I think
erase
you
your
have totally
max
fucked up
HP,
your
yeah.
max hit points.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like,
I told you
several
before,
times.
Don't
Don't ever
erase
miss your max hit
until you
points.
level up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So 27.
So just write yourself down at 17 in the big
Could've been
space.
worse.
Write a 17.
Yeah, yeah. I rolled really bad on the critical hit.
Cool.
But yeah, this giant mound of like leaves and vines and wood just like crashes onto I think like the lower half of Vestra, and you hear a couple bones like as you're just knocked prone. And let's all roll initiative.
Yay!
Ow. I'll point at you and you'll tell me what it is, alright?
Sorry, I keep fucking up my health.
So just literally never erase that 27.
Yeah,
Just do not
4.
underneath it.
19.
12.
Almost as fast as it's possible for me to
Got a
go.
1.
17. We have initiative here.
Do you have a plus something to it?
Oh, 7.
Well, you can never roll a 1 because you're lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Also true.
Roll.
So 13 plus 6.
19.
19.
What?
Much better.
6? It should only be your dex.
Or the SM.
What?
Initiative.
Initiative is just your dex bonus.
First.
Why is there no
So
initiative?
we're reassessing functions. So that's gonna make a difference.
Okay, right now.
Yeah, your initiative should just be whatever your dexterity.
your
Whatever you
plus
roll
dex.
plus your dexterity modifier.
Excuse me.
This one?
Bubbly water makes me bubbly.
Plus 1.
Makes
Yeah.
me
So your initiative should be just plus 1.
No more
Okay.
baby, no more yeet.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Yeet
14.
and yoink have the
14.
same energy. Like they're like the equal
14?
opposite of each
Yeah.
other.
Final answer?
Yes.
Alright. So first up we have Mr.
That
Max.
makes more sense.
And you're all
Man,
like
it's
within 10 feet of this thing
No,
easily.
it landed
This
on it.
thing.
Did it? It didn't like grapple her or anything like that.
No,
landed
it's just
one.
laying on like Vestrin's kneecaps. And
Okay.
down.
I
I'm
assume,
gonna charge into it and shove it away from her.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Also,
What's the
I
shove
assume like
attack?
all
You know,
like
bull rush is. It's not. How is it done in 5th edition for bull rush?
Yeah. Just shove a.
I want to shove it off of her and put myself between them.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure. Well, first of all, it's an opposed strength, but it's a large creature and you're a medium, so you might have disadvantage.
I don't know how shoving works in 5th.
I haven't done shoving rules in so long.
Shoving rules.
I think you need a like
Yeah.
10-foot run.
That's a charge.
Oh, I got the page number.
Shoving a creature. Using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, to knock it prone, or push it away from you.
Sorry, I just thought of the ghost of orange.
If you're able to make multiple to replaces one of the attacks, okay.
Oh,
No more than one size larger. Instead of making an attack roll, you make a strength athletics check contracted by his. Okay. Athletics.
Cool. And I shall make also an athletics.
That's not a great roll.
Oh, I rolled badly also. What'd you
Okay,
get?
13.
Oh, I got an 8. So Max runs up, shoulders into this like large, hunched over mound of like vines and shit, and just and it gets pushed 5 feet back off of.
And then I'll use my rest of my movement to follow the 5 feet to be
you
in
just
melee with
connect
him.
Vestron's lungs refill with air.
So I'm the
just,
only one in
just
melee right
staring
now.
this thing, and it's got like weird pointed pieces of wood for teeth, and it's like. Cool. All right, Max, you good? Who's up next?
Up next is Althea.
Please kill the thing, please. Come clutch.
So Althea. Okay. Althea just kind of like.
Hey, can Max grow facial hair? Or
whatever.
No.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, what do you do?
I don't know how to draw.
So Althea just kind of like is like super worried that Vestron's like being crushed and like she's just in total shock and like impulsively just shoots an acid splash at the creature.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Get him.
So acid splash is an attack. So go ahead and roll your
It's save.
Is it safe?
So just dexterity 7 for
dexterity 7. Damn it! I always
Isn't
get
it?
those mixed up. Is that okay?
Yeah,
so what's your
dexterity.
what's your spell
Sorry, I
save?
can't even keep it.
It's got a terrible dex, so this might work for you.
Hell yeah.
14.
I got exactly a 14.
Holy
It
shit.
has a -1, and I got a 15. So it splashes against it, and like burns and pops a little bit. One of the flowers on it's like wilts, but it doesn't. It seems unaffected, just barely.
It wasn't a solid hit.
I have a question. Is that just CBD or is it THC as well?
THC.
Oh, okay, I'll take some.
Well, in that
I was
case,
not. I was
pass
not.
it the fuck around.
Drugs fuck up my mind. Okay.
Okay, who's after Althea?
Where is Funkin in relation to Vestron?
Yeah, so you're all just like all within 10 feet. I would say you're between, or Vestron is between you and the shambling mound, and Max is like right in there as well.
I'm gonna go ahead and cure wounds.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
1d8 plus.
It was awesome.
Oh no.
4.
Should be plus your life bonus and all that stuff. It's more like 7 or something like that. It might have gone up because your life domain adds more to that.
Oh yeah, there we go. Any healing is 2 plus experience level.
So since you're level 4,
Is that 8?
6.
6?
so you're level 4, so it'd be 2 plus 4.
6.
And then you plus whatever it is for the spell, which is 1d8 plus. What does it say on there? Plus your modifier, wisdom modifier. So your wisdom modifier is what? 4, 3.
5 now.
Oh, it's 5. Okay, so you roll 1d8 plus 11
I'm too happy.
is your cure wounds.
Okay. 1d8 plus 11.
So she's gonna be full. She was only down 10.
I'm glad that
You don't even really need to roll.
I love my new job.
Still, that's 13.
Alright.
Hey,
Yeah, you're back to full.
13.
Went from 11 to 26. Because 13 plus 1 is 26.
Okay.
So 1 under full.
Okay.
Look, I'm still trying to kill her, alright? So.
But no, she only took 10 damage.
Yes.
Okay, so it's.
So she's back to full.
23.
Oh yeah.
It's 27.
Nice. 27. Cool.
10
you,
minus
also-
10 plus 13 is max.
It's Max.
It's
Thanks,
Max.
Why
Max.
do I ever do math? Keep me away from math.
Let's go home. That's it. Let's go home.
Math is one
That
of the
was.
drugs.
Our monster.
Cool. After Funkin is the monster, which
Math of mitten.
shamble. Like imagine a dog that doesn't really have legs, more just like weird vines and
What the
stuff that
fuck?
go a bunch of different directions. But it's huge. It like shambles like around you, Max. It's kind of had a taste of Vestron, so it's one is swamping out at Max, and the other is,
It has
slapping
disadvantage against Vestron.
out. But it has advantage because she's prone. Because so it'll be just regular. You have Sentinel now?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Explain Sentinel to everybody that didn't hear your new feat.
So it does 3 things. If I hit an opponent with an opportunity attack, their speed drops to 0, which means if they try to leave, I can hit them and then they can't. I can still take opportunity attacks even if they take disengage. So they can't just disengage and run away.
Cool.
And if they attack anybody who's not me, I also get to attack them as a reaction.
Oh yeah, do you want to take the reaction?
Yes.
Cool, alright, let me make the attack first, because your reaction is...
So basically,
Right
you're a
after
real
their
tough
attack.
motherfucker now.
Yeah, but I make sure I can keep them locked down in melee with me if they get there.
No. He thought about taking it. So the one against Max is going to be a 20.
That'll hit.
Okay. And... 14 damage.
Ooh, jeez. Alright.
And then against a prone Vestrin,
AC
advantage,
15?
disadvantage is regular, AC 15. Natural 1.
Yeah!
So Max's imposing figure gives you just enough time to roll over onto your back from your stomach, and you look to your left, and this huge vine arm just smashes the ground where you were, and it picks up, and there's like a huge dent in the ground.
My back arches up like a scared black cat.
All right.
18 to hit.
Yes.
And 5 damage.
What are you doing, Harry?
Bludgeoning, right?
Slashing.
Slashing, right? That's fine.
Bludgeon is a fun word.
Alright, waka waka.
It is.
All right. How are you doing? Familiars get their own turn, right? But I assume they're going at the same time as...
Yeah, they go at the same time as you. They go after you finish your full turn.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm so excited to see what Hermes does.
Yeah, show us Hermes bait.
No, because he's not going to be as useful this round, but he's going to be... I'm just going to show what he can do.
Can you describe Hermes?
Show us Hermes. Yo.
I posted some pictures.
Where you
Show
do?
us Hermes, brother.
But he's a little...
I've never seen it.
My brother friend.
He's a little...
friend.
little, like, cute-looking... Kind of like... Yeah, a doll-looking
Oh, there's a
thing.
picture of him in the chat.
Yeah. But made out of stone. Anyways,
He's like a chibi.
I take a shot. And let me see. 19 plus 4 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely.
Let me roll for advantage just in case. Okay, 19 plus 4 to hit.
Yes, sir.
And I lock on. Actually, I step backwards before locking on.
Yeah, so you're 10 feet away from it now. How far back do you want to be?
Like 15 feet.
Cool. Okay, yeah. There's probably a little bush you can go and set up behind.
And I take a shot, and I do 2d6. 3, 6, 9, 11 points of piercing damage. No. 8 points of piercing damage and 1 point of... No. I forgot.
3?
It's 3 now because of my thunder damage.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm glad you remembered because I forgot.
Shake us up.
So this is... So 1 point of thunder damage. So 12 points altogether.
12 total. Okay, thank you.
Just a little bit of a shock.
Yeah.
Just like, ooh.
And
Smell of fungus, there should be.
and Hermes reloads my gun.
Yo!
Nice!
Oh shit.
Best shot.
How does he do it?
Okay,
Yeah, let's
It's
describe
just
that.
like he like crawls on my body, gets my ammo, and just like shoves it in for me.
I got you, Waka.
Basically.
That's so fucking cute.
Perfect.
Shit.
I love that voice. Keep that voice up.
So while that's happening, the vine crashes down beside me, and my back arches, and I let up a yelp, and I'm gonna climb the fuck out of up the tree if I can, right?
Cool. Yeah. The nearest limb is probably 25 feet off the ground. It's like really high up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but she can just go straight up the trunk.
Yeah. Well, I just want to let you know. Yeah. You
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to shoot from it. Unless you dashed. Sorry.
Okay, well, I'm gonna dash the fuck up the tree and into the nearest branch. Do I need to roll? anybody? Because I don't think I'm
You
gonna.
have a climb speed, so you're fine.
Okay,
You go
cool.
40 feet.
Awesome. You motherfucker. And I'm gonna shoot off. Can I?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as we'll presume that you end up on a branch.
Rest in peace.
Here. Okay, so to hit.
It's gone now.
11, 12, 13, 14.
14 misses.
Fuck. Ah! Oh.
Sinks heavily into it. Gives him a-
I'm shaking so bad from almost getting crushed again that I'm just like
So
not good at fire.
at this point, you all hear the familiar voice of Cordifolia go, "Why don't you try to hit it with some lightning damage?" And with that, it's Max's turn.
Sounds like a very bad plan, lady. I'm gonna take second wind
Do it.
All right, heal yourself.
Motherfucker.
and heal 6 points of damage. And then I'm gonna dodge.
Get set up in front of this motherfucker.
Oh, I want to do fire damage.
Right, it's Althea's turn.
Althea is going to put both hands above her head and like crossed over each other and do a burning hands and just like shoot this huge fire cone at them.
Fire. Okay.
All right. So that's a saving throw.
Fire.
Dexterity, right?
Yes.
Fire, of course, y'all.
Save for half. Not.
I got a 14 again. Or no, I didn't. I actually got a 12. Sorry.
Don't let Zach do math today.
Roll your burning hands damage.
Works
I
slow.
trust you got a 14 last time now.
So roll your damage.
3d6 fire.
Whoa.
Well, 4, so 46, right? Okay.
Is it level
No,
d6 or
yeah.
is it just flat 3d6?
You-
Second
if you
level
cast
fire,
it, yeah.
The damage increases.
That's if you
that's a
use the
spell
second level slot.
Yeah,
If you just cast it in its normal first level slot, it's just the 3d6.
yeah.
So it depends on which
Depends
slot
on
you
what
want to
slot
be
you're
used.
expending.
Okay.
So if you want to, you can expend the second level
Fuck
slot.
him up, man. I don't care. I want this thing dead as shit.
Yeah, I'll just 2 plus 6 4 is 12.
12.
This gout of flame erupts and just like melts over the top of this thing and starts to catch on fire a little bit, starting to heat up.
That smells delicious.
Okay.
Burn.
Like
I don't know how I feel about
when
that.
you roast potatoes. That's what it smells like.
Alright.
Move at all or anything like that?
How close am I to it?
10 feet.
Yeah, I'll back up another like 15.
Cool. Alright, it's Funkin's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna back up 15 first, right? And then I'm gonna do guide bolt. So
All right, make
How
your
far
attack.
does
What kind of damage
firebolt
is that?
hit?
Radiant.
Is there
Oh, it's
radius?
60 feet.
Okay, I
It's either
think I'm
60 or
probably
30.
good
17.
because I have that.
17 hits.
And I want this fucker down the ground.
All right. So guiding bolt
Control burn.
is 66.
Nice. There's a bunch of d6 in the basket. You need to
Or
grab
there's-
some more. Go ahead and roll them all at once. Just do it.
There's 6.
There you go. That's it.
66!
Yep.
Sorry.
Burn.
Yeah, it's a good spell.
8, 12.
It's 46. Or are you casting it at level 2 or?
Yeah. Level 3.
Oh, do you have a third level spell slot?
Probably has one.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay, you can cast. Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember to mark it off.
I think it's one.
Let's double check.
Yeah.
No, at level 5 you get 2, but at level
120
4 you still only have
Oh,
second
okay.
level spells.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can get 5
Mark
d6.
that
5
still.
d6. So just omit one of those.
Yeah, and mark off a second level spell slot.
3, okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15. Very nice.
So you just sear the side of this big stump on his hind leg.
We're having roast vegetables tonight, boys.
Alright, it's Monster's turn.
Is it vegan to eat that?
Probably.
What?
It's a plant-based creature. So.
Oh, this mount?
Yeah.
Yes, certainly vegan. Totally vegan.
Holy shit, y'all! So for everybody listening at home,
Shambling mounts.
Don't eat the
Because
shambling
I said
mound.
it smells delicious.
Just don't.
Wait a second. No, but isn't it about sentience though?
ethical veganism
Plants are
is.
sentient anyway.
No, they're not.
2 misses against Max.
Riposte.
Venus flytrap. Hi, my name is Ed.
They cooperate with fungus.
13 hit.
Nope.
Damn. Fungi.
That makes me sad.
And Hermes.
Yeah. He's my.
In parentheses. And Hermes.
That is a modified 20,
I'll do it.
and a modified 20 it is.
And that's exactly where it stays.
And I
That was.
and I rolled a 4 plus 6, 10, 12 points of piercing damage and 6 points of thunder damage. So 18 damage.
Shit.
Do you want to like have
You guys are doing
your
great.
regular damage and your thunder
You guys are
damage,
doing
and just
a
do them all
great
at
job.
once?
Thank you.
We have best friend.
Yoink. So I'm gonna firebolt this guy. Roll a hit.
My thunder die.
Oh yeah, Mr. President. That's 19 plus 5, which I don't care.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that'll do it.
That'll definitely hit it. And
24
then,
hits most creatures.
I would hope so.
Almost.
What do I roll for firebolt?
Most.
What do I roll? What do I
Not
roll?
all.
I think it's D8.
I should have written that down.
You should have too. I thought you already had it.
What's being rolled?
Firebolt is 1d10.
1d10. Which one of these?
D10, the one that's gonna have a 0 on it. That's it. That's a D10.
Looks like a UFO kind of.
1d10 plus 4?
No,
Or
just
plus-
1d10 flat.
Oh. Well, that's 4. Yeah, 4 damage of that flamey-o. Flamey-o, hot man.
Flamio.
Flamey-o, hot man.
And at that point, you hear Cordifolia go, ha ha! Yeah, keep doing that fire damage. And it's Max's turn.
Dodge.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Max is dodged up.
Alright,
Yup.
out there.
We're simultaneously hot and annoying.
So far the advice you've gotten from Cordifolia is do lightning damage and keep up that fire damage.
No, you want
Yes. Well, Althea gets an idea, puts her finger up to her mouth, and then
Thank you.
looks up, squints with
We
one
got this.
eye, and then nods assuredly.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Roll to see if she doesn't poke herself in the eye.
Oh,
Althea casts Minor Illusion and makes the half of the forest that we're on appear like it's on fire, just totally burning out.
wow. Okay.
You are a smart motherfucker.
So, minor illusion is only like a 5-foot cube.
Not do that.
Can you...
No, you could change.
It's a
you could-
You
minor.
can make it look like you set a bush on fire.
Yeah.
You want to make it look like you set one bush on fire?
That you could do like, ha, and make the bush go.
Yeah.
But
and then,
not the whole
and then
forest.
we'll do what, an intelligence roll to see if
I
she
don't want to
believes you.
metagame, but if you like put if you
Insight, I would call it.
put fire in
Insight,
front of it, it was just like rear
It's
back.
a little bit, but that's not really good.
Insight.
Usually you don't get a save unless you interact with it. But
For who to what?
Press F.
if
to
they believe
parry.
the thing's on
See if
fire.
She believes that she actually.
No,
set
for an
one.
illusion, it's,
blurry.
they just have to beat your DC.
No.
You roll against their.
Anyway, what are you gonna try to do? Because you can't do that.
Okay. Let's do another burning hands.
Okay.
So,
So I just
14.
like the idea of burning hands. It's just like
Oh, wait, oh, did it?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, it fits.
or just like
Oh,
you're
wait,
burning
15.
somebody
It's got
else's
to
hands.
cease.
It's like you touched the pot.
I'm gonna,
Press it at a higher level.
yeah, I'm gonna do an extra D6.
I'm writing my hands on fire. They're burning. I can't stop these jazz hands.
You're fired. Y'all,
11.
did you see see the new Spider-Verse trailer today?
Did.
I did not.
Badass.
This time the flames just lick against its sides, and while you're burning it a little bit, it's not doing as much as you want it to.
Oh shit! Here we go.
You're starting to realize that it's like just kind of brushing up against its sides, hurting it.
Pumpkin.
You want to cast Inflict Wounds.
That's a touch spell, so you have to run up and slap it.
Play tag with
You
the
can
monster.
if you want.
Play tag
it
with
does
the
a lot of
monster.
damage.
You're gonna give it a spanking, and it's gonna give you a beating.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, you're definitely close enough.
Oh fucking you! This is fucking Casey at the bat. You're gonna walk up there and you're gonna get home run out of this. Yep.
Just gonna come slap this mound.
All right, what's your attack?
Hold on, slap this mound.
I'm lucky.
Oh,
It's true.
Wow. You can never
It's,
roll.
not that
Oh
lucky.
no, you're not.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Oh, jeez.
It wasn't meant to
Ladies
be.
and gentlemen, first our lucky fucking go. Let's roll the one.
He runs up to the tree and trips on just a normal root on the ground, and then like flies forward and hits his head on the actual.
With that, it's the monster's turn.
Hi,
You-
get fucked now.
Yeah, you trip and fall, and you do that anime thing where you scorpion and slide up to something, and you're just like, I'm not gonna attack you as if you're prone, but yeah, you're just in front of this creature, and it's gonna make one attack at Max and one attack at you.
Roll its attack on me.
Maximum overdrive.
Okay.
Are you riposting?
If he misses.
Okay.
Everybody just, I love tanks.
21.
That hits.
Oh.
Was that with disadvantage?
Yes, it was.
Gotta fight for every.
12 damage.
Okay.
And then at disadvantage against Funkin because you're standing next to Max. And he is imposing. No. So it would have been a hit. It wasn't because Max, just kind of like gets in the way.
Then I will now use my reaction to hit it.
Wait. Isn't that
So-
riposte?
Riposte is my maneuver,
Yes.
which happens if it misses me.
And it doesn't count as a reaction.
That is a reaction if I use it.
Okay.
It didn't miss me, so I didn't use riposte.
Okay.
So I still have my reaction, so for it attacking Funkin, I get to hit it.
I fucking love tanks.
I just hit things always. Yeah.
Punch him in the face, but not so much. 14, probably not.
Punching in the
Very
face.
nice.
Okay.
Punching.
I do not punch.
It's like an Indiana Jones, like a right hook, and it just misses.
You just work
They had a bunch
in
of
like everyone
leaves.
else's
Yeah.
turns. It's really cool.
I love it.
Which is why I just do all my shit on everybody else's turns and just dodge.
Waka and Mr. Hermes.
All right. I give it a shoot.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess now that I guess that's just how we're called now.
Yeah, you are. It's part of your turn.
Okay,
You
that
roll in a separate initiative.
that was a 2. Okay, 15 to hit.
That'll do it.
All right,
Attack tactics. Got it.
that is 12 points of piercing damage and 4 thunder damage.
Very nice.
Roll it
16
nice.
total. He is looking messy.
He's a messy.
Good.
Because I can't imagine a plant would get bloody. But if a plant could be bloody,
It'd be
he'd
gooey.
look bloody.
Be
I
sappy.
mean, they have semi-liquid
Sappy.
interior
Sappy.
parts.
It'd be
Technically,
like
he
you
looked
know when you
moist.
cut grass and like it's sticky.
Woo!
Astrid's turn.
Witnessing the mess that was Funkin' Go Nuts, Vestrin yells, Funkin! And then casts Magic Missile, because it is gonna hit for sure.
Sure is.
What do I roll?
And
What is it,
first
3d4?
level is- Yeah, 3d4. And
Read
each
the D4.
each
That's-
d4 is +1, so 3d4 + 3.
I don't know where my D4 went. That's not good. 3D4 plus 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 damage.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Wait, how?
Alright, and
Magic
you
missile.
hear Cordifolia say, "Oh, come on now. Won't you heed my advice? Do some lightning damage." And it's Max's turn.
Dodge.
Does anybody?
I don't even have access to lightning damage.
Yeah, I have thunder damage. It's
Max
not lightning
climbs
damage.
to the top of the tree and harnesses the power of lightning, and then comes down. And
By the power of Grayskull!
So it's Max's turn.
Dodge.
All right,
oh my
Althea.
god, does he try?
Okay. Can Althea do a minor illusion and have a bunch of lightning strikes appear right in front of it?
Absolutely.
Oh, bitch.
All right, and Cordifolia will go. All right.
The monster like reels back a little bit.
So Pumpkin, your turn.
Okay, we're
Illusion.
That was kind of cute.
Didn't actually hit him.
First, I'm going to back up about 20 feet.
Didn't do anything.
That's the first thing I'm going to do is back up 20 feet. And then we'll have to walk through this one, but I'm going to try to use Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. A spiritual weapon appears within, 30 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, you can pick any spiritual shape that you'd like. If you want it to be a type of weapon, you can do it. I've seen people make it into like a trumpet that doots. I've seen somebody make it into a lollipop that smacks. So
Yeah, our Monday game, we have a cleric that uses spiritual weapon and makes it really fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
I saw.
What would you like your Patronus to be?
A pool noodle.
Yes!
what color is it?
Pink.
A pink pool noodle.
That
So-
An
is-
homage to Waka's wig.
Everybody needs to have a weird pink
And then
accessory that they
every
touch.
round you can use a reaction to
Breast
make an
cancer
attack with
awareness
that.
month.
Reaction.
So you use your action to cast
you,
it, which
Jenna.
means this round, now that you've created it, it can attack.
We're funny tonight.
So this
No,
pink pool noodle.
wouldn't it be a bonus action?
What did I say?
Bonus
You said
action?
reaction.
Sorry,
I
it's
thought it was
bonus
the actual
action.
action.
Okay.
I'm thinking reactions because Max just got me. Like,
Max is using reactions
Yeah,
all over the
uh,
place.
reaction.
Reacting.
Spiritual
no,
weapons bonus
reaction.
action.
So
and
yeah,
then
you can make
still
your
use your-
you can make your attack with it. What does it say for damage on it?
How do you draw a hand?
It'd be a melee spell attack, I think.
When you cast the spell, you can make a melee attack against the creature immediately. And then,
Oh shit. Alright, here we go.
as a bonus action, you can move it and repeat the attack.
Hi. Come here.
So yeah,
But it can only move 20 feet, so you gotta keep that in mind.
20 feet per turn when you move it with the bonus action, and then it makes a normal attack roll for 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yes.
Okay, so I gotta.
Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome.
1d8 plus your.
So make your attack roll as just your d20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
With your spell cast, it's a spell attack.
Yeah. So spellcasting is +4, so 19.
No, spell attack
Spellcasting
bonus.
should be
No,
Oh, I'm
spell
sorry.
attack bonus is 7.
7, so 22.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. A 22
Then you'll do 1d8
definitely is.
plus your spell casting ability modifier, which is 5. So 1d8 plus 5.
So this
From now on,
pink
can you
pool
use that
noodle
voice?
poofs into
Only when
existence
I'm being
above the
really
creature and just cracks it across the back, and you hear a thick trunk like snap inside of this creature.
Oh, yuff.
So you said 1d8 plus 5?
1d8 plus 5.
12.
Nice.
Very nice.
Shit, it's looking ugly.
It's more damage than my longsword.
Alright.
It's looking like far less than its former self. Alright, it is the monster's turn.
Yeah. What I neglected to do, and since it's the monster's turn right after, was since you backed up,
Mm-hmm.
it would take an opportunity. It would have taken an opportunity.
I didn't say anything
Uh,
because I was just like, did you just not do it because you
Only if it wants to get
Well,
smacked in the face again.
Let's do the
Yeah.
opportunity.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I already used my
Yeah, let's do
reaction.
it.
So, but it still gets disadvantage.
How do they get disadvantage?
That's an 18.
From,
AC is
from the
16.
Sentinel, I think. Or did I read that
So
wrong?
it does nip
I don't
at
think
you
they
when
get
you run away
disadvantage.
for almost max
I
damage.
don't know. Let
I think they
me.
do.
You
I
take
said it.
18 damage.
I think I messed that up.
You
Yeah.
should. Let's have like a big thorn on the end.
Let me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea. Like it hits you, and it's not a light tap.
I think I got
like
the
it
wrong
hits you a
thing
little
in my
bit.
brain
Yeah,
when
but
I
you
first
get this
described it.
thorn into a weird part of your body.
And it's like, ow, you can't bend your arm. And you
Yeah,
bleed
you
a
just-
lot.
oh, that was a good idea.
Ever been beaten with a rose bush?
And then
35.
for the round, it'll make an attack, 2 attacks with disadvantage at max. Max, here comes the first one.
Yeah.
Miss.
Post.
Would have been such a good hit too.
Damn.
Ah,
Hee hee hee.
24 to hit.
Absolutely.
No, you mess.
9 damage.
Alright. Ah, crap. Sorry. My left hand is less than useless. Alright.
Oh.
Miss. Really bad miss. So again, it slams into you, Max, twice, but your shield takes the brunt of it.
Alright, walk in, Hermes.
No, they don't get an
Wormies.
advantage, but you do get to hit.
Wormies! Wormy turn.
Haka.
For every other fight,
Hakas.
it doesn't get disadvantage. I was
Hakas.
correct about that.
Haka
okay.
flocka flame.
I just get to hit them.
I could have sworn it.
Yeah, I could have too. I got that
There's a
confused.
different-
There's a different thing that does that somewhere.
And you can get that one later, so that is very true.
Well, it's only been like 3 rounds. It hasn't really
Okay.
impacted it.
Yeah.
That was 12. And that was 6, so I
So
missed.
that's annoying, I know. Bestring. Okay, Bestring, it's your turn.
And I sadly reload my own weapon, and I
Yeah.
just...
Oh fuck. So I see Funkin get almost annihilated, and then alright. Firebolt again. That's a
Yeah, you get like 120 feet. Oh no, you have to roll a hit first.
Yeah,
So
I know, I was just looking for
plus
the
your
D10.
spell attack modifier. Whatever your spell attack modifier is.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to counter that natural one.
Wait, have you already used inspiration?
No.
Who has used inspiration tonight?
Okay,
That was it? Oh,
That's
okay, cool. Alright.
Here I go. 14 plus. Do I add anything?
You're on the right page. Yeah, it's the
It'd
spell
be-
attack
it'd
modifier
be-
at the top.
It'd be like 8 plus your intelligence or
modifier.
something?
My intelligence modifier?
As long as it's at least 1, you're fine.
Yeah, it is. So
Okay.
15. Cool. And then for firebolt, that's a D10. No,
D10 flat.
you're
D10, just a D10.
4.
Again.
I'm hitting those 4s tonight, baby. Don't let me say baby.
Yeah, again, just like the other Burning Hands stuff, you know, it hits it a little bit, but just burns a little bit of away at the top. It does damage.
Not as much as you want it to.
Yep.
Max.
How bad is it looking? Like really bad?
Pretty damn bad. Yeah.
Like a salad.
Okay.
Stale salad.
Here's what we're gonna do. Bestrin, shoot it. And you make an attack roll
It's a maneuver.
I sure do.
with your bow.
Is that your last? No, you have one more, right? Maneuver.
Yeah.
I got
all
one
it
more
is-
that superior die.
Okay.
Cool. So
So
just
you know that this is going to be added to your damage if you hit.
Oh.
So roll a D20.
So roll your d20 for
Here,
your
like
attack
you would
roll,
for
like
a
if you're shooting
okay,
a bow.
Just making sure I know what's going on.
But when you're rolling,
Huh, 17 plus whatever.
That'll do it.
Yoink.
So you roll your bow damage plus that plus your sneak damage.
That is 1d6 plus 3 plus this. 6 plus 3 makes 9 plus 2 makes 11.
Plus your 2d6 sneak damage.
And yeah,
yeah,
I
always
was-
add sneak attack if somebody's within 5 feet of what you're doing.
plus 1 is 12, and then plus 3 is 15.
So 15 total?
Yes.
Very
So
nice.
you just feel inspired by Max. He's like, Vester, now! You know, and when it strikes true.
Like as soon as the firebolt leaves my hands and I hear him yell, I'm just like,
Alright.
let's go, baby.
And you hear Cordifolia's voice from above go, could you hurry up already? Now I'm getting bored. And it's all face.
Quiet before I hit you too.
Althea looks up at
Cordifolia.
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 and like
Cordifia's sister.
kind of thinks about shooting an acid splash, just to kind of like be like, you know, hey.
What is wrong with you, man?
She thinks about it, but what does she do?
Oh, but then she kind of like shakes her head and gets it out of her head and just shoots another burning hands.
That would have been a bad move.
Good plan.
Alright.
Bernie Hands
Give yo,
is
oh yeah,
the name of a politician. Probably.
that's a pass. So I'm pretty sure
That sounds like a terrible name for a
Bernie
pun.
Anders.
Yeah, you can still roll 3d6, but it's just going to take half of whatever damage you roll.
I have 400 and wait. Nope, that's stupid.
Oops.
Lily, get the die.
Puppy.
Get the die,
Hey.
puppy. She can't reach it. Go get it. Jenny, get
Hey,
it.
Ash.
Yeah.
Can you push the die?
The where is it?
She can't reach it.
I got it.
Yoink. Sorry, my dog can't actually get things.
There you go.
I was looking at Jerry
She's
Ryan.
not actually capable of that.
I'm just lost in 7 and 9.
Well, you need a better dog.
I do.
Okay,
My dog would eat it.
so it takes 5 fire damage.
How many? How
Yeah, 5 comes
many?
in at it.
How many first level spell slots do you have left?
1,000?
Oh.
Last.
Right, it's Pumpkin's turn. It looks
This is
like
what you get 3.
a shambling version of its former self.
Alright, I'm just gonna get out my light. I'm
Shambling.
still next to it, right? Or am I away from it?
Toasty over there.
You're 20 feet away from it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out my light crossbow and take a shot.
Alright. Give us
Don't
the
forget
attack.
you can use your spiritual weapon again
Oh, I
Yeah.
can?
Yeah.
every round.
It burns us.
As a bonus action.
baby.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm gonna do the pool noodle.
No, you can do that too.
You can,
Oh, okay, I
do,
can
both.
do both.
Yes.
Do a
Okay.
pool noodle and do an egg.
Okay.
Holy shit, y'all.
So you got bonus actions each round.
What's that? 5.
Yeah. 5 plus your
5 to hit.
Hey,
crossbow. Would this be?
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
10.
It's 9
It's gonna
plus
miss.
10.
10 total? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll. Now you can roll your spiritual weapon attack.
Roll your noodle.
Noodle. Hit it with your noodle.
Roll the
Should be
noodle.
plus 7.
noodle.
Fuck me.
Okay, Brooke.
God! Stop!
That's what I call my cat.
It's still got. Roll it again.
Or you're gonna get me an ulcer.
Lucky. 15.
Fucking kidding me?
15?
Does it
Is the
15?
fi- Is that your final
Yeah.
answer?
Yes.
Alright, that hits.
Okay.
Just
Roll your
lying
D8.
it, though. I just saw you roll like 5 times.
Plus 5.
It fell off the table like 3 times, and then it got cocked because of the cards.
And then you got a 1, so you got
And then he got a 1, so I had to reroll it one more time.
Okay.
8.
8.
8 damage.
Yes.
You kill it.
Yay!
I kill it?
Yes.
How did
How do
you
you
kill it?
How do you kill this shambling mouse?
With your
Yeah.
with your
Noodle in the
pool
eye.
noodle.
With your
Noodle
boy.
in the eye.
How does the pool noodle take down this monster?
You may take our lives, but you cannot take our freedom!
And it like curls as it hits it.
the floating pink pool noodle just almost cracks it in half. Yeah, it just snaps, almost like the Titanic.
I just-
if they
It comes
both
down in
went up.
slow motion, and you just hear, "Oh,
This is what I imagine.
Yeah.
As the elegant bounce of the pool noodle.
All right, and then everyone just hears nothing for a moment, other than the laughter of Cordifolia.
Finally.
But yeah, your hearts are racing and everything kind of starts to calm down.
Alright, she does her fancy aerial flips and tricks on a vine on the way down and goes, well, that took you all long enough.
Yeah?
Can we get back to where we were going now? I don't know why you felt the need to fight that thing. You could have just kept going.
Well, no. It landed on my lower half. I almost died. I don't know how I didn't.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Well, you're a little bit more hardy than you used to be.
Yeah.
All right, listen,
I've been hitting the
listen. I've been enjoying our little adventure, so here. And she extends her hand with a cup of good berries.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm very hungry.
Don't eat that funkin', and she like Althea smacks it out of his hand.
I mean, if any of you want to,
Yeah.
do
Those are
insight
poison
or
berries.
investigate, like,
Investigate.
yeah.
Yes, also.
Would it be investigate or insight? Probably insight.
Yeah.
They're doing insight if they're trying to
Insight.
see if she's deceiving them.
Oh, okay.
14.
13.
Plus wisdom? Oh, fuck. 2. Wait.
Okay. To you
Oh,
two,
no, 17.
Okay.
Oh, I read the wrong thing.
these look like the same good berries that T gives you. They look exactly the same.
I take a good berry.
You get 1 HP.
Did you
See
know
now,
that thing was
aren't we
there?
friends?
Did
Did you know the thing was there?
Did you lead us
Did you bring us here on purpose?
Oh, on purpose? No. I didn't know they were gonna do that.
Insight.
Was it funny? Yes.
Insight.
That I believe.
So can I eat a berry?
Yes.
5.
They not plural, they generic.
Oh.
Yeah, she had no clue.
Fine.
She had no clue that was gonna happen, but she definitely found it funny.
Well, I think we need to take a break for an hour.
A brag.
I think we need to
I need
take
to
a
catch my breath.
Well, there's a really big, soft,
awesome tree. Yeah.
No, I mean
broken, shambling mound.
Yeah.
Are we gonna wampa this fucking thing? Where we just like
It's
crawl inside and stupid?
it's like vegetation.
I mean, there are still several good berries in her hand.
Yeah,
Send it out to
but like 1 or 2 points ain't gonna be enough, and I want all my freaking neighbors out.
I'm gonna take.
I
all
still
the
need a
berries
short
anyway.
rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside the mulch.
And then Waka crawls inside the mulch and just
you
like
find like a half rotting hand of a human in there. And
I tell no one of this.
I whisper that to Hermes.
Hermes nods his head.
Hey, Hermes, this is our little secret.
Yeah, this thing like seems to suck up people, and they just like rot in it, and that's how it.
Yeah, y'all got lucky. It didn't do that to any of you.
Okay, so you can take an hour-long rest. So if anybody wants to roll hit dice, they can. Anybody who gets spells back for a short rest or anything for a short rest.
Oh yeah,
I think second
Hit dice adds your.
you get like wizard
Is
something.
hit die adds your con modifier or
you
your
get like
level
spells based on your level.
plus your con
It's your
modifier?
con
Just the con modifier. Okay.
So yours are D10.
Arcane
roll
recovery once per day.
6.
When you
It's either the
finish
same
a
thing that you
short
roll when
rest,
you level up.
You can choose expended
10,
spell slots to
13,
recover
roll
equal to
3.
half your wizard level.
Oh, nice.
So you
5,
can
so 18,
recover
That'll
2
do.
spell slots.
3 used,
Or 2 level spell slots. So you can recover 1 level 2 spell slot.
and then 2 good
or
berries.
2 level 1s.
Yep.
Do maneuvers come back at short or long
Use
rest?
3 level ones, so you could get 2 burning points back.
No, I used
So what made you
one
choose?
burning. I used 2 burning hands. I used 3.
Yeah,
Burning hands.
Between all
One
your
of them I
spells.
didn't.
Short or long rest. Nice.
No.
Okay.
Leo, what made you
Cool.
choose to be an artificer? Because it's really cool, and I just never thought about it.
I just thought it was a cool class, and I like coming up with cool magic items, and I thought like,
Because like I mean, there are obviously a bunch of magical classes, but the first one that comes to mind is sorcerer, and like wizard, lizard, cool title.
Do you have a brick in there?
But
Huh?
You have a brick in there?
Dragonborn wizard.
A brick?
what do you mean, dragonborn? A dinosaur.
Lizard wizard.
Eddie Izzard, the lizard wizard.
That's just my generic.
Okay. Get my second limb back as well.
Not looking.
Cool.
Yeah, if you were like a surrealist wizard, you could be like the Lizard of Oz. You know? Yeah, there's like so many different things you could have been, but this is the coolest one, and you don't get a like brand new title.
All right. So after the short rest, we're all good. What time is it? How are we doing on time?
Yeah, we're doing alright. Still got about
Okay.
45 minutes.
Cool. Then yeah, let's continue on.
Right.
All right, and you go skipping off past this tree, and as you leave the vicinity of this gigantic tree, you just get this like tingle at the back of your spine out there. And what I'd like for you to do is just roll a history.
Nature with advantage, please.
Nature.
Yes. Because you have Fey ancestry. Does anybody else have Fey ancestry by chance? I don't think
Not
you
that
do.
I know
No.
of.
I don't think you do. You have to be.
Oh wait,
You used to have it.
yeah, you used to have it.
Fuck.
In your pre-polymorph
You
phrase,
could roll it with disadvantage.
What'd you get?
Okay.
8. Wait, I have inspiration.
No, you have
With
advantage.
advantage, you rolled an
I
8.
roll a 2 and then a 4 plus 4.
Okay, so
But I have
Vestron's gonna roll with
inspiration.
Yeah,
disadvantage since she's
inspiration.
Yeah, but Vestron's also gonna roll with disadvantage.
What do I add?
Nature.
but polymorph erases that entirely.
15.
9.
15. Doesn't matter for Vestron.
Okay. Yeah, I think with a 15, something feels like really special about this tree as you're walking away, or like this certain part of the area.
Special did or special time?
You know, with your Fey ancestry, that fantastical or like organic beings like trees
Non-GMO.
or like even rocks or
Oh.
fairy rings sometimes have access to the Feywild. So this feels like maybe like a place of power, or some sort of bridge between the Feywild and the material.
As we're heading out, I guess my eyes are just the only things you see in the mulch, and I just like, and then walk down them.
Hey, bud.
Okay, well, Althea just kind of like stops and leaves the group a bit and walks up to that tree.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Althea just turns back from all of you.
Hey,
Over to the tree.
what's up?
We're gonna.
Cordifolia is still walking.
Yeah,
I'm in the league, so I'm not going to notice for a little
Yeah,
while.
I'm like walking backwards. We're gonna lose Cordifolia.
What?
I'm inexplicably drawn to the power of this tree.
It's a very nice tree. We're leaving.
Go.
We gotta fight the
Can't leave.
antidote.
I'm compelled.
I like this tree too.
Althea's like
You like
grabbing her
every tree.
legs, trying to stop them, but they won't stop. And just like
Very
trudging
tree.
along
Yeah.
back to the tree.
I marked the tree down on my map. We can come back
Yeah.
here
So you
later.
get up to the tree and you're like feeling it and touching it. Nothing in particular. It's just like this area in general.
I start leaving, like dragging a stick on the ground with a big line, just like as soon as we turn a corner or something, I'm
Yeah.
like,
But like you turn around and the party's on their
idea.
way out. So what do you do?
Can I do like some sort of check to see if I can access?
A willpower check? To see if you can
I would love
the door.
an Arcana check. But you're gonna have to, if you want to catch the party before you get lost, you're gonna have to do this. And whatever happens, you're gonna have to catch up to it.
16.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you search around. Maybe you imbue a little magic energy into it, but nothing really comes of it. But you will remember this place. There's something special about it.
Yeah, Althea just kind of like and like makes a mental note of everything and then just sprints back. Yeah.
What was up?
That tree it feels so special, almost like it's linked to my ancestors. But I couldn't do
Kind
it
of a
anymore.
specific thing to
I've been
sense from a tree. I
Wait,
believe you.
I am an
Are you
elf.
saying
I am
your
Fae.
grandmother
My
was a
ancestors used
tree?
to talk and walk with the trees.
I don't think. Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Because an ancestor is like lineage. Are you descended from a? Are you like a
I'm
dryad?
considered from Faes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fae, but not tree. Like Max thinks that you are literally born from a tree.
Well, that's Max's
It's
problem.
not smart.
You're not gonna clarify it for him, you bitch. I love it.
So you all walk
Rolls her eyes at Max.
for
How
hours.
does a tree have babies?
The day progresses and it's hot. Like
I lean over and I just say, "You can always ask Cordifolia."
That's a good point. I will. Hey, Cordifolia.
What?
How do trees have babies?
Babies.
Yeah, like you're part tree, right? So
Oh, no.
I'm
was your mother a
entirely
tree and your father like not a tree?
Oh, okay.
Or
Max!
And she's gonna stop and turn around and pat you on the head and go, "It's probably a little too complicated for your simple mind."
That's weird.
that's fair.
No, now I'm not gonna be able to get that out of my head. Who would? Never mind.
And she's gonna turn back around and continue on the trip.
And
I'm gonna go.
you head through the woods for some time, and then the music starts to change before your party notices anything. But it becomes more focused on like drums, and it becomes like a little more tribal. And the bushes and the trees start to give way to like dead grass and big rocks, and eventually you start to make it into these rolling hills. And finally, kind of breaking through the clouds, you look up, and for the first time you see the Highlands, like the closest you've ever seen it before. And it's just, first of all, one big bit of hills and mountains. They go on for a while.
What was the name of the
Valleys.
forest, by the way?
It's the Highland Forest.
Oh.
So the Highland Forest and then the Highlands. And then
Some of our stuff has creative names, so just
and it starts to, it like continues on for a long time until in the middle it doesn't get much higher, but it breaks off in two directions and it becomes these two gigantic mountains. And go ahead and give a history check, everyone.
geez.
See if you recognize these two mountains.
Ooh.
Oh,
17.
it floated on 20 for a second.
Oh.
Then it
Yeah,
wasn't.
I got a natural 1.
17.
Thank you.
17, 1,
On
4,
the edge
19,
of-
6.
6. Okay. So the 19, or anyone that got above 15. Really. You know these immediately. You know, you've heard stories of these. You hear people talking about them. To the left of you, a little more pointed, a little seemingly harder to climb, is Mount Courage. And then over to the right is one that's a lot more, it's got a lot more like rhombuses to it. It seems kind of stacked up a little bit, kind of wonky. This one is called Mountie McMountface. And with your 19, you've heard the story. When they were first charting the beaches and like the land of the Falsifen,
They had accountants.
yeah, there was a guy that went around for the first time and like just like scoped everything out. He was with his son, and he found the two mountains for the very first time as he was charting it. And so he named one mountain, and his son got to name the other mountain. And so you actually have heard that story. The rest of you just see these big, beautiful mountains, and you know they have names, but you can't remember them.
I'm just like, mountains. I'm done with those things.
Althea sees them and just kind of like a giggle
So is
loudly.
the bush
to
in the
herself.
mountains? Or?
Thinks everyone
Foliage
else
and stuff
knows the story, doesn't
grows on mountains.
I
Right.
guess.
I remember reading about
And I
these
haven't
things
really
as a
been up
child.
in the mountains. I was
Remember
kind of
the
stuck to their
names.
roads when I came down here.
Well,
One is Mount Courage and the other is Mountain.
Yeah, right.
no.
Mountie McMountface.
Mountain McMountface.
Really?
It's an old stupid story. Let's just move on.
Wait. Which one's Mountie McMountface?
The one that looks like that.
We're not
solid-
actually going with that's a real name, are we?
Well,
Listen, I don't make the rules.
do you think she would...
I don't
That's like-
believe you.
That's not an
I-
Althea joke, you know? Like,
Let's
she'd be like, it's called Mount...
look.
Well,
Let me
not
just
to
pull
blame
out my
Mr.
map.
Completely.
What does my map say?
Yeah, it's totally Mount Courage and Mountie McMountface.
That's no. That's so dumb. Why would they?
It is dumb. I remember reading something about this as a child, and the name sounds familiar, so it sounds about right.
I mean, I would have heard of that
It was named by
in
a
the
child.
stories. I've read all kinds of stories.
Everybody look!
But have you read a story this stupid?
Squirrels!
I actually do want you to make
Possibly.
a perception check. When Pumpkin tells everyone to look up.
It's not squirrels.
Perception. 13.
19.
19,
Oh, that is a 21.
21.
Nice, nice,
Eight.
nice, nice.
21.
Not nice.
You actually did see a score.
Pumpkin's the only one that said look, and you're the only one that...
There is a
Everyone
squirrel.
else.
You all
But that's not
recognize
the
very
important
clearly a chimera flying, they're kind of like a figure eight, way out there, just around each tip of the mountain. So
In the
it's like way out in front
foreground,
of you.
out of
Oh.
focus is a squirrel.
And now everybody do a history check.
Damn it. I was rolling poorly on these.
11.
11,
7.
7.
11.
What was it? 11, 11. 7. Yeah, no. Most of you recall that there was a chimera that was like terrorizing Saltport for a little while before it disappeared, and B, those of you who got an 11 or higher know that the middle head, or sorry, the side head of the chimera, the dragon part, loves to hoard gold, and they are notorious for having a cave with a bunch of gold that they hoard.
Which mountain is?
It's flying a figure eight just around the two tips.
Oh.
But yeah, those of you who remember what they are, it's just like this giant lion-bodied creature that has a
Three
lion, a goat, and a dragon head.
So we all recognize that it's a chimera.
Big old bat wings.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Chimera, and that you had seen on Craigslist
Spiky
that there
tails.
was a Chimera that was terrorizing Saltport for a while.
Anyways, yeah, you're like making your way through the mountains and the hills, and you see that significantly for a while before it
Straight above?
no, it's way out in
Like
front of you.
over,
way out.
straight above the mountaintops.
Oh,
pretty far
okay.
down the mountain. So.
And then it kind of disappears into the clouds when it goes back around Mount Courage. Like it doesn't come back around the other side. But you continue
Well,
for,
that's
for
a
a while.
nice thing.
I know, I just like think out loud. I just think gold.
What?
What?
Huh? It's private thoughts. Private thoughts.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody? I'm sure T's fine, but like I kind of miss the pan flute bullshit she was trying to pull last time. It was fun, you know. Like, the other day. Yeah.
It's fun, but it's kind of painful.
T.
Well.
Yeah, but T's very good at tracking.
Rest in peace.
What?
T's still alive.
Oh, she's still alive.
Yeah, she's
Probably.
gonna catch up with us later. She always does.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, but I'm sure she'd be happy to see a chimera. Like, that'd be really cool.
Does
Not
she ever
happy,
get
but,
happy
like,
about anything?
Well, no.
Or excited?
But it's kind of cool. Like, she's got like this cool like leather jacket wearing demeanor, you know.
Yeah. No, I really
She
appreciate
smiles
her.
sometimes,
Yeah.
but-
I see her smile all the time when she's killing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does.
When she gets like a good arrow shot, like in like a thing, and it dies, that's when her eyes really light up.
Yeah. You paid attention too. Anyway,
All of you take inspiration. I love this.
I feel warm when I see her kill things.
I feel warm in general. Anyway, so
She's a good shot.
I like having her around.
yeah. So can we talk about anything else?
Yeah.
Why did I bring this up? I really
You
enjoy
seem
food.
really awkward all of a sudden.
No.
Cordifolia, you've been really quiet.
I think in the time that you got off track about the pan flute, she has been grabbing just like bits of sticks and stuff and folding them behind, like in front of her, behind your back. You're like watching, and then when you call her name, she kind of turns around and she's like holding this makeshift pan flute that she likes. Cordifolia just like made her own pan flute for fun.
Yep. Just while you guys were walking.
But like you're getting near the afternoon, and you're probably going to make it to the base of the mountains, like by the time the sun goes down. So you can probably find somewhere to camp.
All right.
And I think that's what we do. Is like you find like a nice rocky like outcropping, and set up shop.
Cool.
Yeah. We still have half an hour till 10. So you just go Betty bye. Who sleeps under the quilt?
I will.
Pandas.
Yeah, I'm good
We
with
all
sleeping.
wrap up under this awful quilt.
I assume it's very dirty right now.
I'll keep watch
Oh,
at
man.
first.
Oh, dang. Somebody's trying to keep watch. Yeah.
And-
Well, I guess I should ask, does anybody want to do anything else before like you start like clamping
We could
down
take
and
shifts.
all that?
Yeah, I'll wake somebody up midway.
Okay.
Usually you do 3 watches. That's what they say in the stories. So I'll do first watch.
I'll
and
do
who
second.
You want second? All right.
I'll do third.
I'll let Waka take
Yeah,
third watch.
you know?
How about
Me,
that?
both of us can take third.
That works. Yeah.
You and okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys go to sleep. Have a good night.
All right. See you soon.
Are we having? How many are taking watch? 4 altogether.
First watch for me.
Yeah.
Second
Then
watch.
second watch is
Yeah.
her. Third watch is those 2.
Yeah.
And Althea sleeps
during
for
my
an entire
watch.
12 hours.
Well,
you do.
technically, you just need to like go into
Meditate for 4 hours.
I know, but she totally takes her time, just like fuck everyone else I'm
so we
sleeping in.
You do some yoga.
I wake up
During my
actually
watch,
and I
I'm
don't feel
working on
tired
the
anymore,
more
but I
wood
just sleep
carvings.
and pretend I sleep anyway.
I love it.
I hate you so much.
And then until I get a
I
good
love it.
one,
It's great.
I'm gonna throw them away.
Oh my gosh. Alright. So
Gonna do Waka next.
it's about 3.5 hours into the watch. You're just about done, Max. It's like right at the tail end of your watch. Give me a perception check. It's like you hear some kind of stomping around.
10.
Stomping. What?
10.
Okay, yeah, I think that's enough to just, the fire is going behind you a little bit. You kind of squint your eyes, and this huge silhouette comes walking by, kind of stops. It's probably like 8 feet tall. It's kind of lithe. You like smell this kind of putrid smell.
Get between the camp
And it stops. It's way out there. It's probably like 45 feet, like right at the edge, and it's like it stares you down for probably what feels like an hour. It's like a couple minutes, and then it just kind of backs up into the darkness a little bit, and and the smell goes away, your heart rate goes down, and even if you wait like half an hour, it doesn't really come back, and your watch ends.
So when I get to the end of it, that's
My turn.
yep, your turn.
Okay.
Keep an eye out in that direction. There was something
Oh.
lurking at. It went away.
Oh.
It didn't actually come close, but just keep an eye out in that direction just in case.
All right.
It might wander back and it smells like kind of putrid. So keep a nose out
Stinky? Okay.
too.
Okay. Go get some rest.
Yeah.
Good night.
Nah.
I pad out to where the watching is happening. Sit, crisscross applesauce, and eat my shitty rat pellet candy while I'm on watch.
Yeah. And everyone else's watch just goes off without a hitch. You all wake up the next morning.
And not good enough.
Oh, we can't get like a little like.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You gotta
totally.
break them up there.
Your watch goes off without a hitch. Nothing happens on yours, but yeah, Funkin' and Walker.
All
Funkin' and
right.
Walker have some quality time together.
Yeah.
Do you have any 7s?
Go fish.
That's not much.
Now, quick question.
Okay.
If you had to like rate the set I gave you,
And then like I pull out like a questionnaire.
Oh, thank you.
yeah, could you just like give a look-see and like give me like a good like
This
review?
fucking snake oil salesman.
Just want some feedback. It's quality
Number
control.
1, from good to great. How would you rate this product?
Yeah.
Number 2, from okay to great. How do you say this product works?
You don't have to answer that loud. Okay, I'll just sit over there. You fill it out and then you put it in my bag. It's right there.
I haven't used it yet.
Oh,
Is there a warranty on it?
well, it's sure.
Okay. Do you have any kings?
Oh yeah, here.
And the sun comes up. It's a king of hearts.
Cool. So you can add that to your inventory if you want, or do you take it back from him?
No, I'm waiting till he gives it back.
Question. So you have a Waka questionnaire.
And also a deck of cards, apparently. Or
Okay.
you're just playing with leaves. and
Oh yeah,
pretending.
it's totally leaves.
I love it.
So now those of you who got your quilt of warm comfort sleep, you can roll your d6 again at your temp HP, and no more con saves at night because that was the choice. So let's go.
29.
Solid night's sleep.
It would have been interesting if there was like an entire Salt Spire arc going on, but
I'm sure it'll come back up.
yeah,
Yep. Pad.
that little shake and stare into the distance. It'll come back up, all right.
That'll be the episode where like half of us die.
Oh yeah. It'll be you first, so we're all fucked, and then and then Max will almost pass out, rise from the grave, and stab the bitch in the face, and then we'll all be saved. That's how it'll go. I bet. Like,
So I totally realized I wasn't taking my -3 damage the entire last fight.
Oh, I could have sworn you. Didn't you do it for the first one?
No,
oh shit.
I wasn't tracking that, but that's okay.
Well, there you go. I took disadvantage. You didn't do -3.
Yeah, so it balances
You
out.
know.
We're all good.
I forgot I had health. Doesn't we're all.
I gave up 1 feat for a different feat temporarily.
Yeah. Fair trade, I would say. Just trade feats every night. Okay, then it
Wakey,
starts
wakey.
to get rockier. You get up to the middle, and you're kind of staring down 2 paths, right? You go around to Mount Courage or over to Mountie McMountface.
Well, Cordifolia,
Yeah, Cordifolia. Where is she headed? Is she still leading us?
which way is to the bush?
Yeah. We need a lot of bush.
I really like
This way.
Never mind.
And she starts heading in that direction.
Towards Mountie McMountface.
Okay.
Can I? No, I wouldn't have any insight.
I think we should go
No, you can't
towards
know either way.
Mount
Y'all don't know where
Courage.
you're going, so.
I concur.
But she says it's that way.
Nicer.
I know she says it's that way, but we've been going in circles every now and then.
Hey, we're here.
Well, why don't you guys do a survival check real quick? Because there is something you might notice.
Hey.
Not today, friend.
Nat 20.
Oh shit!
Very nice.
Holy hell!
Hallelujah.
16.
So, at the very least, Funkin and Vestron notice a leading trail of cairns, which is a small stack of rocks in the direction that Cordifolia is heading.
Okay.
So there seem to be markers along the path that she is taking. So it doesn't really seem like she's taking you in a random way this time.
Okay, let's go towards.
Okay.
I'm just following her blindly because I don't
Seems
know where
like
I'm going.
when she was contemplating which way to go, she was really just kind of thinking. She does.
All right. Well, what do we have to lose?
I'm already going.
Yep.
So you follow her for a while, kind of winds up and down, in and out. It starts to get windier. Every once in a while, you think you hear like super heavy footsteps in the distance, like just the biggest footsteps ever. And there's a moment where you're like, well, and then it goes away as quickly as you heard it. And eventually, like after several hours of climbing, how many of our characters have climbed a mountain? Have any of us ever climbed a mountain?
I've climbed down a mountain.
I have.
Okay, fair enough. You were born on the top.
I have. I've climbed a mountain.
Okay.
I've climbed a cliff.
Yeah, at least you're used to the kind of the
When-
atmosphere.
Vestron's
I don't think Max
home
has.
Okay.
was like in a mountain
No.
village
I mean,
area.
admit in the
mountain
Saltport
city.
there are not mountains.
And
Cool.
so
Yeah.
there was just like a
He
lot
took
of
the
up
road
and
the
down.
whole way
Like
for
Japan a
that
little bit.
particular
Yeah.
part, and there's not much going on around Mitten, so
No.
Cool. Okay.
And it's flat.
So a lot of us are kind of used to
No
what
mountain.
this requires of us, except for Max, who's wearing super heavy armor, and the vertical
Who
part
cares?
of this upward movement is what's tiring.
Yeah.
It's not new to you.
Yeah,
I'm a
it's new to me too.
tough,
'cause,
strong guy. I'm all right.
Pushing through.
As I said before, I've climbed down a mountain, but I'm climbing up a mountain. It's completely different.
And
So is it actually like rock climbing, or is it like a
no,
pathway?
you're probably at like a 35-degree angle.
Oh, it's just gonna be tough on
Just
you.
uphill.
shits.
No, like that.
So we would have to leave Billy Bob at the base of the mountain.
We left Billy Bob with the farmers, didn't we?
Yeah, remember
Oh,
he's
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah,
And,
Billy Bob's been not there.
Tavani,
Mm.
right?
Yeah,
No?
he's with Poppy and.
Yeah, in
So as we're walking up the mountain, I imagine you start to get tired, and I just like.
let me.
Oh, but okay.
So now we have Waka around Max's shoulders and Hermes on top of Waka.
Aww.
Hermes on top of Max's head,
Oh,
like
nice.
kind of like pointing ahead.
And going.
I mean, he weighs
you
like
go
nothing
up
to me.
for a while until you kind of like you're kind of like going up diagonal and sideways around it, and you come around a point that kind of looks like a big thick bit of stone jutting out, kind of like Pride Rock if you're looking at it from
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah.
And at the very top of it is this big sort of like ovular shaped bluish glowing bush that even in the sunlight is like
I pull out my carving and make sure it matches.
like just perfect. You carved it without having ever seen it, and it looks exactly like what you
Holy
carved.
shit!
That's the thing, guys.
Whoa.
I can't see. I'm on your shoulder. Turn around real quick. Oh, there it is.
Here.
Just like.
Wait, let me look at the thing. All right.
Just turning them around in circles.
Guys.
It looks beautiful. Jesus.
It is. It's
Who's
very
that?
Pretty.
The carpenter.
Jesus.
Here.
And also kind of like sitting a little in front of the bush, like dangling his goat legs off of a rock is this weird like half man, half goat creature. And he's like weaving this grass together, and he's smoking on like big tobacco pipe. And he kind of like looks over, kind of like bad bleats at all of you as you
Hey.
walk up under the rock and then
There.
he's
Hey,
looking over at you.
are you two friends? And
Hi, Stricklow.
Hello there. Good to see you again. Cordifolia.
Oh.
Chlormonobia. Chlordinodia.
It's Cordifolia.
I like to call her Chlordy.
Okay.
I don't like nicknames.
Chlorine! Chlorine works too?
That's not cute. It's not.
It's Maureen. Anyway, what's your name?
Stricklow. I just called you Stricklow, you bumbling idiot.
He looks out at all of you and kind of plays with his long mustache.
His
He's like,
goatee.
Stricklow. The name's Stricklow.
and he throws all the grass in the air that he's been working on for seemingly hours, and it just falls apart and flutters down.
Right.
He stands tall and proud.
We're the Salt Spire 6.
There's only 5 of you.
Yes, though.
She's
You're bad
Timus isn't
liars.
there right now.
Yeah, she looks like that.
Well, if you're gonna count that one, why don't you count that one on her shoulder?
Oh,
That's a better
I guess Hermes.
Because this is just a representation. She's
And also-
she's like my size.
And also,
we have a friend who's doing something.
Hermes is technically not a person. I don't know what you are. And then like he just
He's
looks
like,
at.
He goes,
Twinkle, twinkle, Hermes
Well,
are.
Either way, whether or not there's 6 or 12 or 180 of you, what are you doing all the way up here?
All we need is.
We came.
I point to the bush.
All we need is a bit of moonbush.
Moonbush.
Yes.
Yeah, you see, I like to use it to get a little high here and there.
and he kind of like points at the pipe a little bit.
Yeah, but
Such a lush.
we need it for an antidote.
Yeah.
Antidote, you say?
Yes.
Well, I've never really been one to get in the way of whatever you humans do. I never really understand it. All I ask is that I can pluck one little sprig from it. It's not going to grow in the material plane. This is honestly 1 in a million chance. But I'm going to take it back to the Feywild and grow some of my own. Can I take some?
Well, yeah.
How much can we take without killing it?
If I take 1, you could probably take about 5 doses.
Well, if you can like grow some more in the Feywild, then I guess like
We'll take some for
yeah.
now. And then as
Is
you
there
grow
is
some-
there any easy way to communicate with you, considering that there's probably a lot of people that need this?
We do have a Fey owl.
Well, and if I'm in the Feywild, there's absolutely no way to contact me unless you know where to teleport.
Hey,
Well, there's always the tree.
Oh, shush.
Tree?
It's supposed to be our secret.
Our secret.
Goodness.
Whatever, they have an elf with them.
Oh.
What was this tree you speak of?
oh, the big tree.
Yeah,
Yes,
biggest tree you've
the
ever seen.
big tree.
Oh, that tree. What about it?
You can access the Feywild through that tree.
Oh, that's scary.
Well, that explains the thing that fell on my entire body.
Oh,
But you gotta know the special skills to be able to find it in the first place, so, Cordifolia likes to hang out in the forest.
Cordifolia.
What is it? Chlordinodia. She likes to hang out in the forest, Cordy. And
Okay.
if you just bumble around in there yelling her name for a little while, I'm sure you can find her again.
Can I ask if we take the 5 sprigs of this, how long does it take to grow back?
In the Feywild, a day.
Here?
Right
But
here,
here,
probably looking at about
3 weeks.
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Well,
Well, that's gonna be a lot of trips if we're gonna heal
that's
that
not-
many
Maybe
people.
about 4.5.
ideal. You have a Fey owl.
I do have a fate out. Cordifolia, have you ever transported her through this to this tree?
I think probably yes.
We do it all the time.
Almost weekly.
Could you show me how to do it?
That's a big no. You gotta be one of us. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take my sprig and get out of here.
Could you teach my owl Sasha? She is pure fae.
She is a Fey owl.
Also, Hermes is kind of.
Then
a
why
fey.
would she need to be taught how to transport?
Yeah, you either know or you don't know.
And he reaches down, he starts
Don't
like
believe I'd have to teach
breaking
her
off a bit, like
Well,
taking it.
and she's kind of an elf. Like, does not that count for nothing? It's kind of like visiting where you once came from,
Yeah,
visiting your
think
homeland.
about it for a second.
Right.
What if we just let you guys get some sprigs for us and we just meet you in the forest?
See, now that's sounding like a long-term engagement and
There's
like a
so
lot
many
of
people
work
that
on
need
my
this.
part. I really, Max. I really don't care.
That's such an average name.
That's
Okay.
Why don't we
Listen,
just take it to
we have
the
a lot
chemist?
of troubles in the Feywild too, and so if we gave you a little bit of moonbush here and there, if you were willing to solve some of our problems in the future, we'd be happy to stay in touch.
I mean,
This is a lot of we talk.
Fine, I'd be happy to stay in touch. You know
So,
how far at the
like
bottom of the
this
food
guy.
chain I am in that Feywild? I'm probably the lowest underneath grubs.
That,
Yeah.
that really
Yeah,
kind of
you.
So what about the really big grubs?
No, most of them probably. Some of them could probably eat me.
Okay. Well, here's. I know you don't care what us non.
Mortals.
Yes, what us mortals are doing. But if we're all dead, then I don't think that's going to be very fun. And because this affliction, this thing happening is sort of, I wouldn't say contagious, but an endangerment to everyone. We should, maybe a long-term engagement would be good for everyone.
The satyr kind of winks. Oh yeah, what you got?
I just wanted to... Here's my pitch.
Okay.
You had fun watching us in the forest.
I have for the last few days.
Imagine watching us bumble around in the Feywild.
They might actually die.
Yeah,
That would be
honestly,
hilarious.
Oh boy.
I don't think that's a good idea.
But
I have an idea. Why don't we agree to just take the 5 pieces, see if we can get Sasha to fly into the Feywild?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But like,
we're on the same road.
why don't
Now
we?
I like owls.
Why don't we take the 5 back to Saltport and see if they even work
yeah,
first?
we'll give you
That's a
the
good
one.
idea.
We'll come back if we have. If
Max.
we
Okay, Max.
And I'll tell
I'll
you what.
make a deal with an owl.
I'll tell you what.
Guys?
Even though she doesn't seem that interested, I'm definitely interested and I'll be having it.
Sure.
Wait.
Yeah, Max.
We
has a
should
good point.
probably take the sprigs back and see if they
Yeah.
even work first
Yeah.
before we start making deals to get more sprigs.
True.
Good idea.
And yeah,
I don't know
I
why
always
I didn't think
love
of that.
seeing all you, try to use your little weird minds that don't work very well.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what, if you're trying to find us, I'll give you a hint.
and he
I
takes
take serious offense to that one. I think I'm pretty smart.
I'm not smart.
He
You're
says,
smart in your own way.
there is a certain time that you can come visit us at that tree, where you might be able to get in.
He says,
And the one time you come is if you can solve my riddle.
Oh.
and he takes a big puff and he goes,
Always old, sometimes new. Never sad, sometimes blue. Never empty, sometimes full. Never pushes, always pulls.
and he's reached down, he's taken it, and he says,
That's such a
And if you can figure it out, then I'd be happy to figure out a time for you to come back and get.
and right when he says get, and he's like taking a big puff of smoke, this dagger, just like from out of view, sinks into the side of his neck, pushes all the way through to the other side, and he like looks at you all and coughs and just drops like off the side of the rock and drops like
It's water! It's water!
and
Is it water?
at the same time the music starts to like pick up
I
like
was thinking
immediately,
the
like
Fucked up,
a
dude.
music.
Holy
And you all
shit.
look over and this thing, this like weird wooden mechanic looking thing is like
Don
standing
Quixote.
up like 20 feet away on a rock, and its cape is blowing, and it's like reaching out for another dagger, and walk up immediately like this looks like some kind of contraption you might make.
Oh
And
no!
everyone give me everyone give me a perception check for the last roll of the night.
Oh man.
26.
26.
At 20.
9.
I rolled an 18 plus 3. That is a 21.
Nailed it.
13.
13.
22.
Cool.
You got
Cool.
3 over 20.
So the party passes for sure. All of you notice the 3 concentric circles. Also, like the ink patch, right? But it's like carved into the chest of this thing. Like it's the image of the ink. And it's like the wind is blowing and his body hits the ground, and like there's just a moment where everyone's like, oh shit. And then it cuts. And it goes black. We'll pick it up there next week.
Oh, you boss.
Son of a bitch!
Holy shit, that guy looks like V from V for Vendetta.
Basically.